Do you know what my favorite thing on the planet is? I'm going to tell you. That we got a message, and Sonia is punishing the Facebook fan people. I like it. She said she shut that bitch down.
As punishment.
Yeah, as punishment, like a little lockdown. I don't know. That made me laugh.
Yeah, she's like, I'm turning it off. Nobody can post. Only I can post.
But Sonia, we love you. Hey, it is the Jake and Tanner show. Jake, Tanner, Sydney. By the by, Sydney comes in here with a Kleenex in her nostril, and I go, hey, are you sick? And she goes, why would you say that? And I go, well, because there's a Kleenex hanging out of your face. And so yesterday when she got mad, when we were asking, hey, are you sick? And she's like, well, your face is sick, and I hate your parents. I'm glad they're dead. And I'm like, that's hurtful. And now she is sick. What do you have? A cold? The flu?
H1N1.
It's probably just allergies.
You know how I know, too, that she's young? Is because I always know what day it is. And her whole life is a blur. Like, she didn't know it was Friday today. And then she was very excited it was Friday.
Thursday.
Oh.
Yeah, but do you work this weekend? Do you ever work weekends at Culver's?
Sometimes.
Yeah, so the weekends don't matter as much.
What do you mean? Oh,
like,
I guess. I see what you're saying. Yeah.
They don't matter as much, so it's like, she could get excited on a Wednesday before she started working here if she had off Thursday and Friday.
I had Sunday, Mondays off when I was bartending always. And it might have Mondays off, but man, the weekends sucked when you had to work that, and then the wife got to stay home. I remember in radio. Go ahead.
Real quick, when you were the bartender, did you try to get all your friends to just come to the bar?
No, because I moved away from friends. Really,
no, but like Angie and her people. Be like, why don't you guys just come out?
Because when I was with Angie in Big Rapids, I drove 45 minutes to bartend at this place because I had the job before I moved with her, and it was so much easier just to have that job. And now 40-minute drive feels like, oh my God, I would love that. FYI, I just read, because I'm reading people's commutes, and it says you're likely to get a divorce. 40% more likely to get a divorce with like an over an hour and 15-minute commute.
Why?
I don't think that goes for us because our hours are different. I think it goes for people that don't get home
9 to
until
5, so they have to leave at 7 and get home at 7.
Yeah, and you're sacrificing. Usually what happens, your commute, only one person in the relationship has a commute.
Yeah.
So and I do that with my wife. Like even yesterday, I was giving her jabs because do you do that every once in a while? I got to drive so far. Well, you get to walk.
No.
Well, that's because I'm a horrible person.
No, never. I don't. But I enjoy the drive more than you do. It gets annoying if I'm trying not to stop on my way home.
Yeah, I don't mind it. Like I don't mind it. But here's my thing. I got more back roads than you do.
Yeah, mine's straight highway the whole time.
I got 30 minutes of side roads.
Like our drives are very close in time, but when I drove from here to your house, it felt like it takes 3 times longer, just because of that. Once you get to Kewaskum or something,
that's it. The racist town.
Yeah, you go through like 6 towns, 18 stoplights, a few racial slurs get thrown out because road names are just like N-word drive. That's weird.
It's so funny.
They still have, I think, Kewaskum is the Indians, right, for their school.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have a car wash called the Rain Dance, and it has a cartoon Native American chief.
I think I sent it to you guys a long time ago, a picture of that.
Yeah, well, you told us about it, and then I drove by it, and I was like, son of a bitch, there it is. I thought he was lying. That's not okay, right?
Well, and there's one section, I don't know what they're doing, like on this from when you turn left at Kewaskum to go home, I mean, it's complete woods.
Yeah.
And I keep forgetting that there's a mile of that road shut down. So I have to turn my round and go all the way back into Kewaskum and go the detour route. Oh, and that's so annoying. Yeah. What I was going to say about the weekend thing, though, when you first get into radio, they try destroying you, all of your hopes and dreams, all of your, you got a family? Great, because that's going to go away because we're going to work you so much. Mm-hmm. Right when you get into radio, it's so bad. And I had, for years, it was always every other weekend. Every other weekend, I had to pull a Saturday night shift.
And that was pretty much as a full-time guy.
I'm sorry. Yes, that was full. That's what it was. I worked 6 to midnight doing a night show, which is awful.
Yep.
That is just awful. And then every other
long
Saturday, it was 2 to 7. So you couldn't even do anything on a Saturday.
Yeah.
It was because the afternoon was shot, then your night was kind of, your night you could do something, but...
Yeah, Friday you could go out if everybody was already out at midnight. You could do something.
And it was always too late.
But at that point, you don't want to sleep all day Saturday, all the way up until your shift.
But I was making such little money, I had to go right from after my midnight shift, go down the road a mile and go work overnights at a hotel. And that sucks when you're trying to be a big radio guy and you're like, oh yeah, I get it. You do the night show? Yeah, why do your name tag says days in?
Because
that's what
I'm here for a bit.
Man, I'll tell you, that was an experience because we were the only place open that had food after bar close. And so people you didn't even need a room. You could just come in and eat. And that was not fun.
That would have been brilliant. I mean, honestly, the hotels in like downtown, they should do that.
You mean the buffet? Like yeah.
And buffet style food every time.
And it sucked too because I remember my wife would go out to the bars and then I'm working at Days Inn with my little name tag. How dare her? Think of that. Shame on her.
Isn't your wife such a nice person that
I think she got roofied.
That's what I'm saying. That literally.
I know I do. I
she
think
was
she got
such a
roofied.
nice person that somebody put a drink or something in her drink.
She went out
Luckily,
to
she
a
was
bar.
with her friends.
She was with her friends. She went out to a bar and Angie said she called me. And she wasn't acting too weird. I mean, a little, but not too weird. I just thought she was drunk. I still remember this because I would talk to her throughout the night, like a lot of times until she went to bed when I was doing that overnight. And she said she went to this net. I go, why would you go into that bar? It's like the dirtiest bar on the planet. But, Angie's not one of those people that'll go, I don't want to go in there. We're not going to go.
Yeah.
If her friends do it, she does it.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
She does what she's told.
And she said she doesn't remember and it wasn't because she only said she had a few drinks. It wasn't like blackout, especially at that time. She never really hammered them back.
Yeah.
But, she said she doesn't remember this from this point to that bar to like waking up. There was like nothing, but she was home. Thank God.
And you talked to her too, didn't you?
I talked to her. Yeah. And I'd like to tell you what happened during that time, but I can't. I think I told you, didn't I?
I know what happened.
Yeah. That's she fell asleep. But that's scary. And it is that bar that has been known, apparently, that happens.
You know what I want to know?
There was a bar in, Cedarburg that got shut down because of that. The dude was doing that and then
himself?
Taking him up to the room. He had an upstairs room and then he would do it.
I just want to know how the conversation between you and Angie went.
You mean to add?
Where that would happen because you were working. You were like sitting there, and you probably it was a handheld set.
I had
up against your cheek.
Yeah, no, I had a cell phone at that time.
It was the hotel phone, and it had that weird thing that rests right in your shoulder, and you're like, here's your room key. Okay, enjoy your stay at the Comfort Inn.
Days in. Yeah. No, it was nobody came in at that time. Like midnight to 7 in the morning.
Somebody came in. Somebody did.
Oh, God. And that's when I was practicing hep keto.
What the hell did you just say?
Hep keto.
What the hell is hep keto?
It's martial arts, and I was practicing. And
so that's why she just couldn't resist. old Jake-san.
I'll tell you. I would go into the workout room and practice what I had to practice. Dude, I don't know what.
Hold on. You would while drunk people were trashing your buffet.
Yeah.
You'd be like, "Hey, settle down! I'm trying to reach peak zen right now with these mirrors that are surrounding. I need to check my form from all angles."
The dude too. The dude too that was teaching me, because you always think these teachers, just like you said, are super full of zen and no life, like an Eckhart Tolle or whoever,
like Mr. Miyagi, where everything he says is kind of it's double-ended. Right. There's a deeper meaning to it. He's never just shooting the S with you.
Yeah. So this teacher who was American but / another.
He was an Asian American.
Yeah. So look like the real deal, if you will.
And that's probably it helps. Let's be honest. It helps.
It really helps.
If it's Jake teaching you martial arts or Sydney teaching you martial arts, you're gonna pick Sydney every single time. It just works better that way.
Well, I mean, honestly, I don't want to go to a
positive
Chinese
stereotype.
restaurant either, and Americans making my food. I don't. That is not being racist at all. That's just what I want.
I got attacked on air when I said I don't want to go to a sushi place and see Brent rolling my sushi.
Well, that's the thing, because I want to learn that so bad. I want to learn. I want to not Hapkido, but
sushi.
Not sushi, but the ninja restaurants. Hibachi.
Hibachi.
I want to learn that so bad. But would you go to my table?
I would. Yes,
you would,
but only for comedy.
Only to see you fail.
Yeah, like that's it.
When
because
a kid
I
gets
also
stabbed.
know how coordinated you are not.
Hey, listen to me. All right. Give me 3 things. I'll juggle right now.
Hey, so much happened to me yesterday.
This is a little heavy.
No, I can juggle too. Yes. I can juggle better than that.
Here's 2 remotes.
I had to dump that.
balls.
I just swore.
Oh, you did?
I did.
What did you say?
I just said the S word.
I think that's the first time that one or you had.
Well, I was in the moment. I was in the moment.
I got dumped, didn't I?
Yeah, you said the F word, I think.
Oh, I know. I got halfway through the F word, and we dumped it to be safe because I forgot where I was for a split second.
Hold on. Keep your thought really quick.
Oh, yeah,
I
because you had your headphones off.
I want to go back to the Asian American Hapkido teacher. Okay, and he was very, very good at teaching this, and he was like filled with zen that I thought.
Yeah.
And then I'm doing I had to do an overnight or the casino thing. I was doing a casino thing on air.
Okay.
And he comes in and he goes, "Jake, son." And I go, "Hey," because that's what he would call me.
Yeah.
And I go, "Hey, oh my God, how are you? What are you doing?" And he's like, "I'm getting a divorce, so I hope there's some tail up in there." And I go, "Oh, that's the hashtag, not my teacher. What happened?"
Yeah, I'm going to release the dragon.
Yeah, stuff like that. And he high-fived me.
I would have paid him more. I would have been like, "I respect you," because I want to hear about it.
All right, so what were you saying? So did you say something to MD last night? Or
so much, literally not enough time.
Okay, well, why don't we do this? Why don't we'll jump to that here in a second. Also, I had an idea. I want to see if I know your song that I want to just pick a song that I think you would like.
Okay,
and I want to do this.
What we did that? Yeah, because we did that with you yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday, and she was saying something too, and I'm like, I feel like I could pick her song, and I think you try picking one of her songs too.
Okay.
All right, we'll do all this next. I gotta push buttons. Jake and Taters. That's it.
Done.
want to do now. I want to just know if you know somebody that has filmed porn and like it's one of your friends. And did you had? Okay, let me ask you this.
You have to watch it.
God, don't
if I find out my buddy, I said if I find one of you, I'm safe. That's the first time I'd ever save a link.
Hey, it's Jake and Tanner show. Sydney's here too. 866-916-0959 if you ever want to get a hold of us. Hi, my name's Jake. I'm one of the hosts of the show, and I have fried 2 hard drives on my Mac, and that's the reason why I won't get a Mac now.
Yep, all from porn.
That's not true.
Pretty much all from porn.
No.
You were making too many gold coins on Chatterbait or whatever.
Wait, was that what it's called? Yeah, Chatterbait. Well, I don't know what you're talking about.
My name's Tanner. I'm the other host of the show, and I had one of the most eventful days ever yesterday.
Sid.
Hi, my name is Sydney, and what was that for?
Sorry.
Cha-cha-cha.
And Tanner was just showing off his new phone, and the quality for the camera is amazing.
Yeah. You don't know that. That is just a complete lie right yet. Now, your phone, how much was your new iPhone?
See-through Cellcom. Man, they need to pay me because I say a lot of nice things about them.
On air.
On air, dude.
Just kidding.
And off air.
Jokes.
I go there all the time.
Jokes today.
Damn new Packers coach. He gets all the money. He's a bad actor.
Oh, we tried getting a hold of his wife, and that was very rude that she did not. She completely ignored us.
100%.
I want to marry him.
Him?
Can I be his new wife?
He is actually a very pretty boy.
Oh yeah, that's a dude. He went to Mount Pleasant, Michigan.
Yeah,
Same
he's
school.
the guy that could have hooked up with your wife.
Yeah.
I bet you she's thinking probably should have.
I wonder because that school is. Have you shown? Because your wife went to that school too, right? For extra classes.
Yeah, right. She
have you shown her him? Like
maybe I don't know. I've said his name. I don't know. He was like 3 years ahead of her, I think, because I think he was 2 years ahead of me.
Well, you were like 8 years ahead of Angie, and it still worked out. So I don't know what the problem is.
No, I'm not saying like togetherness. I'm saying like I think they missed each other in class.
Unless when targeting young kids like you.
That's 2 now.
2 in a row.
They're not even like subliminal anymore. The first one was 8 years. Oh, that's funny. Jake, you're a pedophile. You have candy in the van and you're a diddler. She literally used the words targeting.
Yeah. Oh, jeez.
Okay. No. What year did she go to Mount Pleasant for the extra classes? The one where those teachers actually had teaching degrees.
Yeah, that's the truth.
Oh, no, that happened in Coleman. We hired 3 teachers that didn't have teaching degrees, and they stayed there for too long.
I went to a school, Beale City, Michigan, and it was a very poor school. Class D. I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means.
It's a very small school.
Okay.
I know that. I think you're bigger. I think you're a class something else, not a D.
I graduated.
Just look at it. Look at it. Coleman.
I don't
class
know.
What is Coleman?
Coleman High School rating?
I guess. I don't know.
Is it a Class D school?
I don't know.
How do you even look this up?
How do you figure it out?
How do you even know?
So we had to go to Mount Pleasant, Michigan to go do extra classes that we didn't even have a track. We had to run around a parking lot. People hated coming to our school to do any kind of track.
I hated your schools. I hated school. No, we did because I joined track for 1 year and quit immediately because I realized you can't just not work out or not.
Coleman has a 5 out of 5
with 2 votes. One of them's the principal, the other one's the superintendent.
Yeah, so they
both of them are the janitors.
So Mount Pleasant, Michigan was bigger town, bigger city, and this is where I first got into radio. Which in a way, it's weird. Now we're all together. Not because of me. I'm not being godlike, but I'm just saying it's weird now. If I wouldn't have done that, I wouldn't even know you guys.
That is true. If you wouldn't have left Michigan, I probably would have never met you.
Probably not. It's weird to think about. I wonder where my life would be. Isn't it weird that I want to come back? I don't want to get happier. I don't want to get.
Well,
do you really think so?
Well, it blows my mind every single time you tell the story of I had a house,
I know.
I had a job offer that was just as good as the one here, and I was next to family.
Yeah.
And you say you picked up and moved across the pond.
I know, I'm okay. I like it here, and I like Fredonia. It's fun.
You would have never...
Wouldn't be doing a talk show.
You wouldn't be, and you wouldn't, or if you did, you'd be making half.
I wouldn't be doing a talk show.
Yeah.
There's no way. I wouldn't.
You might be still rocking afternoons.
British nights?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant shoes.
Oh, British nights.
No, but
I thought you were talking about doing nights in England. And I was like, you think you were going to go international?
By the way, Colton just sent me something. I got to find it, of a guy he's Canadian, and he does an afternoon show, and it's so funny because to us you hear this accent, but to everybody else they just sound stupid, and they're used to that. They're used to the stupid sound. But to us, when he's doing radio and he's talking and he's coming doing a song about Rihanna or whatever, it's so fun. But wait, I want to go just like how,
get into it.
How crazy, and then I want to jump back to the thing that's happened to you. But just it's crazy to think the choices that you make really. Your kids, what the choices you make, say your kid, you're the future of your kids. Meaning, if my parents would have never moved from Jackson, Michigan, I would have never been here. I wouldn't even have met Angie. My kids wouldn't even been here. That one little choice for them to go, hey, let's move, because I got a job offer at the Ford dealership in Clare, Michigan. Has set that. I mean, it's crazy to a choice for her to turn on the radio station to hear us made her go, and then us to say, hey, let's hire people. And if she liked country, I don't know, you wouldn't even be here. It's like little stupid choices like that. So I was saying, you can really screw up your kid. You know what I mean? Like a choice, like you staying in Coleman, maybe she becomes a meth head. Because, the meth runs rampant.
Absolute hell?
I'm just saying, or take my kids into it. Maybe staying in Fredonia, my daughter finds a D-bag that beats her. You know what I mean? And I don't want that, but that choice. Or switch it around, maybe she finds somebody that absolutely loves her, and he's a millionaire. But if we would have moved...
But also hits her?
Well, no, I'm just saying take the hitting out, but I'm just saying all those little choices that you make to stay, or it's crazy to think that... You have so much power in a choice, but you don't know. I mean, obviously, you can't tell if someone's going to beat your...
And it's heroin, by the way. Marinette County is big on heroin.
Sorry. But, I think about that, too. Like, if we would have signed... We always talk about this, or I do. If we would have signed with that agent, maybe we would be out of a job right now and out of an agent and both hooked on meth in Seattle.
I don't know where we would be, but he was dead honest with us, saying you guys need to move 3 more times. Mm-hmm. So he said, I got a place in Seattle. You'll do that for a year, maybe 2, and then I'll get you somewhere else.
Tell me about I want to get to this too, but can you tell me what happened yesterday at Cellcom? And your phone. By the way, you got 3 little cameras now on your new iPhone.
Yeah, I have
lenses or whatever.
First thing that happened was I got called by Dustin. His name is Dustin. He's got dreadlocks, and he's a
Who's
cool
Dustin?
Guy. He's a guy at Cellcom.
Man, you meet the most fantastic people. I remember when we went to that car dealership, and you're like, you got to talk to my dude that doesn't have any fingers.
Yeah, you got to Jay. What was his name?
I forget.
It's just 2 letters.
Oh, JJ.
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 Yeah, that's what it was. Talk to JJ. He's a good salesman. No BS. Heads up. His right hand only has 2 fingers on it, and he's gonna shake your hand.
Yeah, dude, that guy was amazing.
And he does it on purpose. He'll rub your palm with the nub.
Because I asked him to, and I'm like, hey, how much can I do anything to get a deal? And he's like, dude, I hate my job a lot. Yeah. So I'm gonna do whatever I can to get you because I don't care.
I know. I really like
I like that.
I love JJ.
FYI, can you wheel and deal anymore at car dealerships? Or is that a thing in the past?
No, they say no, but yes, you can.
You can?
If you go in there, they have this whole new thing where they're like, with the internet, we have to put the lowest price we can possibly offer. There's no more haggling. BS. When I bought my truck, they were like, it's going to be $26,000. That's the lowest I can do. Put my wife on the phone with the guy for 5 minutes, and he's like, I guess $22,500.
Yeah, no, that's right. So you can do that. I remember.
Just bring my mom's boyfriend, and he'll be like, we're out. Let's go. Sydney, pack up your stuff. We leaving. Next thing you know, I got 4 years of free oil changes.
4 years?
No, I got 2.
Like
tire rotations.
My old man used to get
I do it every
price
day.
off and new tires all the time. Always new tires on the vehicles. They would buy new tires for them.
See,
But Dad was a mechanic, so I think he could just go
It's a
under
little
there
easier.
and go, "Hey, this is not right."
Yeah.
I heard clunking.
He knows the tea, sis.
I went in there one time. I went in there with Angie. This is years ago. This is before I was doing a night show still, I think. And I was like, I want this car. And I go, you take or whatever. I said, take money off this. He goes, let me go ask. And he goes, he's not going to take any money off of it. And I go, well, tell him to give me a free tank of gas and I'll buy it. And he came back. He goes, he's not going to give you a free tank of gas. I go, wait, I want this vehicle. And then I walked out. I couldn't believe they wouldn't even fill it up.
Oh, you actually walked out? See, when I bought the Avi, I walked in there and I said, because I didn't go there with anybody. I just said I wanted this car.
Yeah.
And I drove it around. All the lights were on. And I was like, that's normal. And then I got done and I was like, I want to buy this because I just wanted an Avalanche. Like it was for sale and it was in my price range. That's all I cared about. And it had zero gas. None. Not even like the light was on. And I said, can you put gas in it? Just so I can get it down the road to a different gas station.
Did he only put a half a tank in?
And he said no. And I said, darn. And I'll wear those papers. And I signed it.
You really wanted that Avalanche.
I just wanted it.
Yeah.
And before I started learning that you can just walk, because when I worked with JJ down in Saukville, it was when we didn't need a vehicle.
That's
wanted
the best
one.
time. That's power, man, when you don't need it.
Oh, and I felt like such a god because I walked in and I said, I don't need one, but I'd like one that has third row seating and a little bit bigger than this Chevy Cruze. And we looked at him and he's like, this is a good deal. And I was like, nope. And I walked right out.
You gave him finger guns?
Damn right I did.
Oh, I like that.
And he did it too, but it was like this.
Yeah.
It was just.
It was crazy. He had he had a ring on one of his nubs.
Yeah.
It's like he really wants to bring attention to it.
No, he loves his nubs because he'll tell you what happened. One day, he was like, dude, come here. Because I came in there to get an oil change on the Journey.
Yeah.
That's where he got it from. He's like, dude, come here. Well, it's getting ready. I was like, I gotta go. And he's like, no, you gotta come see my Camaro. And we walked back and we smoked cigarettes and looked at his Camaro that had two 15-inch subs in the back.
Oh my God, this guy's amazing.
We sat in his Camaro and we just
smoked weed.
We just chain smoked cigarettes and listened to like Gangster's Paradise with the bass turned all the way up.
Really quick, speaking of nubs, I read Scariest. This can be a real quick story. I read Scariest true horror stories that has happened. A woman was hitchhiking. A guy picked her up and raped her. Then threw her out, or then had her get out of the car because he was going to throw her in the ditch. And she started running. And then he grabbed her, cut both of her arms off, and then threw her in the ditch.
Is this a fake story?
No, that is
this
true.
This isn't real.
No,
how do you cut off two arms? What was a dude carrying around a katana? Like he didn't have just a bone saw. This seems like an urban tale.
No, hitchhiker cut arms off. Rape, cut arms off. Yeah.
None of this is real.
Lawrence Singleton. There's the dude.
Never mind. That is a guy who would do that.
See, look at that amazing survival story of Mary Vincent.
Okay, let's read this.
She packed her nubs with mud and then crawled her way up.
Oh, I was going to say let's read this in the next segment.
Oh, okay.
But is that just pretty much the
gist
of it?
I could have made all that up.
What?
No, I'm just kidding. No, we're looking at it.
No,
it's very true.
this lady.
Why would you ever? All
right, why is it on Ranker?
Let's do this. Let's read this. Also, want to get back into your crazy story.
Yeah.
Sid, you still look sick.
You are sick.
We'll get over it, though. Hey, you are listening to the Jake and Tanner Show.
It's her sickness.
Well, I feel like, I'm having an ordeal with it, too, because I know she's sick.
That is true. I'm surprised you're not wearing those Japanese tourist face guards right now.
We're going to get through this, you guys. It's the Jake and Tanner Show. that's going around my area. Not the flu.
It will be this weekend.
Yeah. My neighbor that got busted, or not busted. Well, he's going to court for this thing, that whole upskirt thing.
Yeah.
And this thing, I thought this was like a year ago. Over a year ago, this happened where he came up to me and he was like so distressed and he was telling me this girl at this Walmart is saying all this stuff and he doesn't know why and blah, 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 blah. And it was a whole upskirt thing. And now they ended up moving within like a month and a half. And I thought it would have been over with by now, but it is going to court December 10th. He's facing a jury trial
he
now.
He went to a jury trial, which is so dumb. Even if you're innocent, you're putting your life in the hands of 11 people that were too stupid to figure out how to get out of jury duty.
And here's the right. And here's the thing on this.
Jury duty.
So I know, but it seems terrible.
I know, and I will not say who or what or where or when or whatever. All the W's. I know the victim. Mm-hmm. I know both of these people because it is a small town, and I know the victim, or I guess that's such a horrible word, but it is.
She is.
That
or he.
There's to me, there is no possible way that this person would lie.
We should be talking to their exes. That's what we should be doing.
Holy cow, man. What? The dude, that guy had it made. He had a very good job.
Did he lose it?
No,
over this?
His dad owns the company.
So probably not.
Probably not. He just bought a huge chunk of land on a river/lake.
Oh, Jake is so jealous.
I am. And he's building a cabin, and he's only like 30, and he's getting ready to build a cabin. 2 kids. His wife was pregnant when this happened.
Are they still together?
Yep. Lived in the nice neighborhood of where we live, and now all of that. I couldn't even imagine what this guy. You couldn't even sleep at night. He wrote his own check, man. This guy had it made.
I don't know why he is going to trial. I just don't get it.
Because I'm sure there was a plea to offer.
Yeah,
right?
and it was if he's facing a class, it's a felony 1 or a class A felony or felony number 1. I don't know. Either way, it's a big felony. It's like invasion of privacy, and it's like recording an individual's genitals. It says it right there.
Did you say Class A?
Class A, Class 1.
I don't know what that means.
It's felony, and then it had a 1 next to it. You know that they said, how about you do 30 days? We kick this down to a misdemeanor.
Yep, 30 days. You say you did it. Kick it down to a misdemeanor. Pay a little fine.
Yep.
Then you'd be done.
Pay restitution. You did your time.
But
then be done. But in his head, he must think, I didn't do this. And there's got to be proof, right? Somewhere. Check the cloud.
Okay, I know a little bit more. There was nothing on his phone.
Okay.
Your recently deleted stays on there for 30 days.
But apparently there's nothing.
So there's nothing on there.
And where the location was at the Walmart, no camera picked it up. Apparently.
Oh, and dude, there's cameras everywhere.
You could see that they were in the same vicinity, but you couldn't see if it happened, when it happened, or even if it did, or what. I don't believe it did. But even if you couldn't see that part of it.
If this happens,
so that's why I think,
and it comes out that
he didn't,
and like it's 100% a fabricated story.
Sure,
that the victim that made.
Do we still hang out?
Do you still
go ice fishing with
them and stuff? No, not the assailant or the person who did it.
Oh, you're saying the victim.
The victim. How do you look at them now, knowing that they went on this and that is some kind of ruined the guy's life?
Yeah. No. I would totally look completely different at her.
Do you think they should move?
I just believe it.
I just play devil's advocate here,
right?
Because man, there's not a lot of dead spots in Walmarts, are there? I guess I don't know that. I don't set up their cameras. I just feel like everything gets stolen from Walmarts who should have cameras.
I know he fired his one lawyer and had to go do a different one.
Also, like, wasn't she facing one way? He came up from behind her, so like,
right.
all she knows is that something brushed her leg, right?
That's another thing too.
So she didn't see.
So she didn't see
anything,
and there's no proof of it.
Right.
She didn't felt it.
Well, I can't remember. I can't remember the
detail.
detail. I can't remember the detail
because there's something else because I feel like Sydney and I are on the side of this lady's crazy, but you are 100% saying
I know.
I
don't think she would do that.
But my problem is I know both.
Yes.
And when I told you the career, wouldn't you be like, why? I mean, this person's married. She has kids. There's no reason. And everybody, it's not just me too. It's everybody that I talk to in that neighborhood goes, oh yeah, there's no possibility.
But I guess if you look at his situation,
and I know. Okay, let me tell you this. He has walked up to Connie and my wife when they both were in the bathroom doing something. We were all drunk down the basement, and he goes, "I've had wet dreams about both of you guys."
You're right. I remember you telling me that.
So
and that
I mean, that's a weird thing, right?
Now, pervert or creeper. Yes.
I mean, really.
That's been proven.
Who has?
Is he a
upskirter?
Because
maybe he was just
those are different things.
I'm telling you.
You and I have said some perverted stuff before.
Know.
I just feel there's no
we would never.
I don't think there is. No, I would not.
Because if there's no proof and it's just her word against his, then you're right. He's right to be doing this because even if he did it, he's going to get off. I get it.
Twice
now.
It's easy, man. If you guys knew him like I do. I was hanging out with this guy a lot.
Yeah.
Because he lived right down the.
Did they check his Snapchat My Eyes Only?
He doesn't have a Snapchat.
I don't know what any of those words are.
I don't know what that means.
Real.
He barely had a Facebook.
Hide their nudes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
They have a what?
Snapchat has like, if you go like in the Snapchat in the My Camera roll, My Eyes Only.
My God, have you already lost me?
Yeah. No, I don't know what you're talking about.
And then
How
you have
many
to enter
miles do I have to drive?
You have to enter a passcode to get into it, and it's on Snapchat, so like nobody knows about it.
I talked to her, I don't know, last week or something about something, and I said, "What are you doing?" And she's like, "I'm just looking at funny memes." And I go, "Well, it's just not my life. I don't just look at memes.
I like looking at memes.
That's not my life."
And he was like, "Go get a bee hotel," and I was like,
Go get a what?
A bee hotel.
Oh yeah, go get a bee hotel. I really want a bee hotel. Back to this though. I would say I know him and I know who she is. And
but do you
everybody
know her
else
personally?
The other people do, Lo.
Okay.
And hold on, I'm gonna see.
We haven't said.
Whoa!
Something.
Whoa! What? Hey, Andy just said this. Okay. Remember, Jen and Rod said that he. Okay, so. Oh, really? So we have a babysitter.
Yes.
And he had the same babysitter. And she said, Angie just said, I think he had a Snapchat and was chatting with the babysitter.
It is in the My Eyes Only. I got this case cracked.
Well, then find the My Eyes Only.
I'm sure.
Well, it's got to be gone by now. It's been 5 years. But now, okay.
No, by the way, be very, very careful on saying any names. Yes. I don't want to say any names.
I don't know any of the names.
Oh, wait. Oh, that's my wife telling me that.
You said names. You're the one that.
Oh my God! I did.
Have it? No, you can't. It was off mic, but you still said them. I heard them, but they weren't like Shakira and Laquan.
Yeah, no.
Like they were pretty common names.
But I think I think.
I don't think that's
or insert any name.
Just say Steve and Susie.
I don't remember that happening to Steve and Susie. Well, I don't remember that Steve and Susie saying that.
Well,
but she says she does. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I had a lot of Smirnoffs that night.
If there is no evidence at all,
I want to see these Snapchat messages.
Well, there's got to be. There's
after 24 hours.
But
I say we're saving that individually. Man, give me a Snapchat.
If
I'm gonna hook up a Snapchat.
If there is no,
can I send nudes to you guys?
Yeah,
through Snapchat.
If there is no evidence of him taking the photo, like in the Walmart or any other store, let's be honest.
Okay,
only happened at Walmart. And that's pretty much it. If there's just no evidence, I should have broke that up more. If there's no evidence at Walmart, there's nothing found on his phone, and I mean, I guess the only thing going for him is that he's balding and pervy, right? Is that like the only thing that because I if somebody walked up to me and I felt something brush my butt and it was a pervy dude, I would say, yeah, he assaulted me. But if it was Brad Pitt,
I'll tell you, this guy is bald. This guy's bald, and he's got
and a
felt
pervert
it on her leg. So do you think maybe he had his like open face like the camera that faces your face?
I feel like you turn
and then he just like looked at it to see what was under there and like didn't take a picture.
Guys, I'm getting deep into this. I feel like I'm gonna get.
Hold on.
I think people are gonna get mad at my neighborhood.
If your guy, why?
I don't know, because Angie's like, you said nay. I never said.
Stop reading her text.
Okay.
Especially word for word
Yeah,
as they come
in. If it was Brad Pitt, do you think if it was a Brad Pitt, Ryan Reynolds, Chris Pratt level of attractive guy, does she think that happened? And we've said this before. The line between romantic and creepy is how hot you are.
Yeah, that's really true. Because if Brad Pitt came up and said, "Wow, Sydney, I really like your eyeballs," or I say I really like your eyeballs.
No, it's
well, okay. Take out balls.
If one guy walks up and says, "I would love to wear your skin and wear you like a crown,"
crown,
yeah. I mean, yeah,
royalty.
I get it. Yeah, no, I've done that. Have you done that?
Yeah,
that's a bedroom move.
Yeah.
Wait.
Head first, baby. Head first.
If it's a guy who has my body shape and looks like he got hit by a truck in the face, you're saying, get away from me, creeper. But if it's a dude that's jacked and looks like Brad Pitt, you're gonna go, really? And like that's it. It's only on attractiveness.
See, now I think so too, but Sydney has no attraction to Brad Pitt. You got to do something like do one of her YouTuber influencers.
What's that, Jeffrey Dobin or Dobster?
The Dobson.
What was that guy?
Who's the dude? Harry Dobson. No,
Styles.
Style hair. Or Harry Styles.
What if the Jonas Brothers were all made out of Jonah Hills?
Yeah, think about that for a second. You wouldn't like it.
Fat Jonas or the 3 stages of Jonah.
That was a lot of. Boy, I don't want hashtag not my Jonah. Just like hashtag not my Oprah.
Have you seen Jack Jonah?
No, I don't like it because he still has a little fat.
His face looks fat yet.
Oh my God!
How do you feel about him being the Joker or not the Joker?
Riddler.
The Riddler.
I don't know. I think he's pretty good. Hey, you. Zach Braff's Ted Bundy series. Or the
Zac Efron?
Zach
Braff, that's a sad one.
Zac Efron's Ted Bundy. Haley Joel Osment is in it. And it's so funny and so sad because he was doing movies with Steven Spielberg when he was a kid. I mean, he was so wanted at this time.
Man.
And now he just looks like a kid, but just fat.
He was in The Boys too, and I just couldn't get over it.
And it was so funny because he used to be what's up?
Somebody just texted in, a gross guy at my work has an app that lets him take pictures with his screen black, and he does it at Walmart. Do I tell the cops? ?
What do you mean he does it?
How do you know this?
I don't want to be a part of this.
How do you know? That's my thing.
At all.
Like, how do you know that that's what he does? Like, because he's not coming up to you and saying, oof, big weekend at Walmart, it was 75 and the sundresses were out. Like, he's not saying that. So it must be he looks creepy. She even said there's a gross guy at work that does this. He's balding, he's a little pudgy, and he smells like cat urine. If it was a different guy, if it was a hot guy, you don't even think about that. It's the same thing with ladies. If a girl is super hot, you don't think about if she has got 15 cats in her house and she's a crazy ex-girlfriend or something. But if she's a little pudgy and dresses in ankle-length dresses, you assume that she is a stupid, murdering librarian.
What have you put up with because they're so hot? You know what I mean? Like, what would you put up? I would put up with a ton with Angie because she's really pretty, and I know what am I going to do after that? So, I mean, she could probably go, hey, I like to eat people.
Or feces.
And I would.
What if she's a poop eater? Okay.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Really?
Like that quick.
Every single day, she's like, "Hey, when Jakey goes to make, you put a
we call it boom booms
a Pyrex in the bowl. I don't want to get even a little wet."
I know.
And you're saying you just be like, "Okay, hon, that's weird," and then she fries it up on your dishes.
I don't want to talk about
she does it on your dishes.
So I want to do something really. It's a Jake and Tanner show. We got a Sydney edition today. We're going to let you know how much you're going to play for here in just a minute. Did Tanner win yesterday? Or is it back down to $20 for Sydney? We're going to find out here next. Yesterday you guys did something where you're like, I know Jake and I know his song choices. And there was a couple of, Tanner, you had one that was right on par with something I like. And then a listener said that song by Birdie or whatever. Man, do I like that song.
Skinny Love by Birdie.
Skinny Love by Birdie. That was right up my yin-yang. So this morning I was like, man, I feel like I could pick out songs that you two like. And Sydney did say something. She's like, man, we kind of know. It's hard because you know Tanner and you know what type of music. So I tried picking something that I've never heard you say before, but I feel like it's a song that you would like.
Okay.
And maybe it's not. And I will not get my feelings hurt either way. Okay. But I feel like you would like something like this. You do?
I feel like I've definitely said this.
Oh, I don't remember you saying that.
I even got mad because they've come out and said they will no longer be playing this in concert. I'm in the business of misery.
I knew you'd like that. I bet you think she's really good looking too.
Ticking like a clock. Sorry, I love this song.
Oh, wait, you know the words?
Yeah.
I don't remember you ever saying like, because Tanner likes those. I guess in the emo punk rock songs.
No.
You have to play it now. But
he doesn't like My Chem.
I hate My Chemical
I know
Romance.
he likes this.
I knew he had some emo phases. This is a bump.
Yeah, because I was like, hey, I'm gonna pick a My Chem, and yeah, he's not a big fan. But here, this is what Sydney picked. I don't mind this song.
I have never cared for this song, and I don't know why. I know all the words, but I don't like it.
This, I feel like you.
I think anything by like Bowling for Soup.
Oh yeah. I've never heard you say you like this song. I would like to think you like this song, but I actually think you hate this song. Okay. That you wouldn't like it.
Back and talk to me. Did I grow up according to plan?
It's like all these singers who like their balls haven't dropped yet.
Yeah. It's sad thing. I've listened to all these songs. I have one.
This is definitely a Tanner song.
That's because the song slaps.
Yeah, we've talked about this. Hey Jake, do you want to cry today?
Oh my God, yeah, please, let's go.
Okay, I have two songs that I'm going to play. Sydney, I haven't even thought of yours yet, but I have one for Jake, and then I'm
Henry Mixer.
Yeah, it's going to be Henry Mixer. Here's one that I found for you before this other song. Okay. I think you'll really enjoy this one. Hold on. I'm going to find it.
Who sang that?
This is Asking Alexandria. The name is... The song is called Moving On. It's a very nice song.
It sounds almost like Hinder.
Yeah.
Maybe not. Oh yeah. No, I like this. I like this a lot. I'm a country guy, but I like this song.
And I have a country song that I don't know if you've watched or heard the song yet. I'm going to send it to Sydney so she can put it up on the screen.
I'm excited.
I watched it yesterday and I cried.
You did?
In my car.
I love that. I'm very excited because, man, if I can get a country song to make me cry,
I just
you know that song. You know that song, "Marry Me."
Yes.
By Thomas Rhett.
Yes.
The country song.
It's going to your work email, by the way.
Mandy, our listener that taught us how to dance, just sent me something that said this is a continuation of that song by Thomas Rhett. He made a sequel to it.
Yeah, is it called When You Were Young or whatever? Because that's what I'm about to play for you. Because I was just going to say.
I am. Oh my God, am I excited?
I
have never been more excited.
Yeah. I don't know if it's a real continuation.
That's what he said.
Oh, he did?
Or, I'm sorry. That's what Mandy said.
Well, she's a compulsive liar.
Yeah, she does like to lie a lot.
Get rid of that ad! I'm not buying, building, or financing right now.
All right, I'm very...
He's not wearing shoes?
Nah, he doesn't have to.
No.
He's rich.
Hey buddies that I grew up with, all straight-laced and married up now.
I gotta love country.
You ain't fooling me.
Oh, it's her. No, that's her.
Oh, okay.
That's her in the first video. Oh my God, they're older now. Oh.
And hey darling, sipping that red wine, all classic, kick back on the couch. You smiling, I see ya, shooting tequila, shutting them college bars down. And no matter how much time goes by, and no matter how much we grow up, for worse or for better, from now till forever.
Oh my God.
I'll always remember you young.
Always remember you young. Text TV to 71090. It's, oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh, this kills
Hey
me.
babies, crawling on the carpet. No, you won't be that little for long.
Oh no.
One day you'll move away, but you're still gonna stay.
Why is this so sad?
After you're gone.
No.
How much time goes by, and no matter how much you grow up,
If she is dead at the end, I'm gonna lose
worse
it.
or for better, from now till forever, I'll always remember you young. Yeah, I hope when we get to heaven, he looks at us all like we're kids.
God, he is an ugly man.
Yeah, he really is. He has ruined this beautiful song.
Forgives all the wrong that we did. And no matter how much time goes by,
What a great
I
video.
hope we never have to grow up. And he'll say for worse or for better, from now till forever, I'll always remember you young.
Oh, come on.
He's holding an urn! His wife is dead! He's alone!
I can't deal with that this morning.
It got me when he talked about the kid just for a second. Because my kid's still at that age where she crawls around and has a lot of fun on the floor, and it's like, you're not going to be that small forever. And I tell her that she will be.
The
so
continuation
I make her not eat
of
her
that.
meat.
If you got to watch, you get
Marry Me?
Marry Me is them falling in love.
Yep.
And then this continuation, the same actors are in it, of them being old now, and she is dead, and he's getting ready to spread her ashes, and he just remembered. Wow, because that sucks. I mean, think about this. Getting old blows. Yes, I mean, Brad Pitt said he loves the fact that, yes, he's getting older, but you trade looks for wisdom, and he'll take that any day. But Mr. Brad, you've been beautiful, so you've gotten both, and that's not fair. But it's sad that you have to die.
It's stupid.
It sucks, man.
It's stupid that sometimes people will die before me. It's not fair. I don't want to feel hurt. You guys can all miss me, but I want to make sure I'm dead before the rest of you.
Well, and you do. And I mean, like, things like this, I don't know, man.
If my
It really
wife
puts
dies,
things in perspective.
I'm screwed.
It really does. Like, any arguments, all the little stupid crap.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, man, all that stuff at the end, does it even flipping matter?
Probably not. But
Did he tell you?
how much would you spend on an urn?
Well, I asked my mom, because hers was like $22. It's actually a fragile little cardboard box in my garage. I think it's leaking.
Oh, probably.
I got to do something with these ashes. What do you guys want to do? You guys want to make a promotion on it?
It's your mom!
Hey.
It's no! You are not! I know! You're not turning your mom and dad's ashes into some bit! Go do something with them that they wanted to be done. What did your mom say she wanted to be done?
She never did. She never, well, maybe...
Go
No.
sprinkle her in that blue water, Traverse City.
She's in the laundry room and Dad's in the garage. No,
That seems like the most stereotypical. Like your dad, I understand that one. If you're doing it because he should be in the garage because that's where he always was and that's where he liked to be. If you're doing it because he can't find a place in the main house, it's a little
they're ugly urns. They're just boxes. No, they are. Like, we didn't spend a lot of money on them because dude, you know how much urns are? They're ridiculous.
Just say you leave him in there because he liked to be in the garage.
Well, I got to do something.
Why don't you put him in a Natty Light can?
Well, he really liked junkyard. His thing was a junkyard, but I don't think any junkyard is going to want me to spread ashes. I'd have to go there and act like I'm looking for a muffler.
Do it. What are you going to spread his ashes on?
A muffler.
Just one muffler? On what car?
A skidder. I don't
skidder?
know.
What the hell's a skidder?
I don't know. Dad bought something he got from a junkyard, and it's humongous, and it's got 4 humongous wheels in it, and you can turn the wheels completely sideways and go sideways if you wanted. I don't know what he used it for. And then he bought a sawmill there too.
I'm sorry, you said a sawmill.
Not the whole mill, just the chunk of it where he was cutting up board. And I go, what do you need that for? And he's like, I don't know, I might build porches. Yeah. And he goes, I'm into porches. He never built a porch, but he learned how to do it.
Yeah.
And yeah, that was his thing. I think I got that a lot from getting hobbies from that dude.
Probably.
And alcoholism.
Probably.
Hey, I found a Sydney song. Real quick. That's what we're doing is trying to figure out, songs that we like. Tanner's definitely emo. I said maybe this one because it seems kind of Sydney-y.
Okay.
All in trouble.
If you're not drunk, ladies and gentlemen,
is it shot? Yeah. That's definitely.
I have one for Jake as well. And Tanner.
you know it. Let's shot.
Do you remember? Does this just remind you of Stir Up?
Pouring shots from the DJ booth, man.
All right, so Sid has a couple for us.
Okay. This is for Jake.
Yep, starts with the piano.
Here, let's just get
an ugly man.
Could have fixed things, but you missed your shot.
Oh, I like this. And he's beautiful. He has the ugliest name in the world. Griffin Peterson. Boy, I really like this song, though.
I don't know if I've shown you this one, Jake, but I do have one that I think you love. And once again, it starts with the piano.
I do like that. What's a Tanner one, really quick? Let's see. This is Sydney's song that she thinks.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
It's punk.
But I've never heard him talk about this song, so.
Yeah.
This is the makeup under the eyeball, hating your dad, may cut your wrist today, you're not sure. All the small things, stiff dance, stiff things.
I like
right.
one look. Oh, I had one.
Okay,
more
go
for
ahead.
you.
We got a few seconds here.
I don't know if I showed you this one before.
Isn't it fun to music that you think people like to play it for them when you're in the car or whatever? I love it.
Just the other day, I looked at my father. It was the first time I saw he'd grown old.
See, now I like this. There's
Canyons through his skin and the rivers that made them.
Sounds like a lot of meaning.
Stories I was told.
Who's this?
He said,
A band called Nothing More.
Son, I have watched you fade in. You will watch me fade out. I have watched you fade in.
This is really good.
You will watch me fade out. When the grip leaves my hand, I know you won't let me down. Go and find your way.
Yeah, this sounds like you. This is the type of music you like, or you like the emo stuff.
Yeah, I do like.
You like this slow rock.
I listen to a lot of Octane, and I don't like screamy rock because I need my lyrics to have meaning.
Right, like that.
Like that one, the guitar player wrote it for his newborn son.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah,
I like that. Yes, that's what I like. All right, we can talk all day.
Lyrics.
Maybe we'll do a whole nother segment on just music.
Let's do it.
Let's just do the whole rest of the hour.
Let's do a talk show who only talks about music.
Jake and Tanner Show. 866-916-0959. Ewart Pest Control text line 71090. Speaking of Ewart, we're going to be giving away a $175 gift card, one-time service to those guys when we play J&T D&D. I believe we're going to do it next segment. Jake, Tanner, Sydney. Hi, my name is Jake. I'm one of the hosts of the show. Oh my God, I don't need a coat, but I need a coat because I don't have one. I don't have a coat that when my wife and I go out like to a restaurant, it's not. It's. I need something that. I want something that's country looking, but also kind of nice. You know what I mean?
Well, no, you have your country coat. It's that ripped up Carhartt or whatever.
I mean, but I like that. But I need something that can do both. Like you can't wear that one to a restaurant.
No, you keep that one and then just get one that's a really nice one. Something
but I want to do
a pea coat. Get a pea coat.
All right, Tanner, go ahead. Tell me a little bit. About it.
Hi, my name's Tanner, and I took my dog to the vet yesterday and figured out why.
I was going to ask that yesterday. He has
not been moving around my house and why his foot is swollen and he cannot move it.
Perfect. I want to come back to that.
And also, I had run-ins at Walmart and at Menards that I need to talk about.
Well, let's do that. I got a story. I want to talk about that stuff, and I got a crazy story about what happened to a guy. He got an airdrop message.
I love airdropping things to people.
Hi, my name is Sydney, and I love the outlet stores. And I'm getting apparently roasted for liking them.
Nobody said that you're getting roasted.
Well, I just don't think I'm going to be able to go find my type of coat at that outlet.
You will.
I would.
It's a mall. It's just cheaper.
But Burlington Coat Factory, boom! I'm going in there. Their coats. I got to keep going into stores in this one.
What the type of season where they have? What
are the stores at the Goodwill or the Oshkosh outlet malls? You find that while I tell you what is going on with my dog.
Okay.
I brought my dog to the Crivets vet yesterday, and they were very nice. Definitely treated my dog way better than he treated my kid. He knew this guy was young, and it's not like he treated my kid bad.
Okay.
Single?
But you can definitely tell. I have no idea. I didn't check. You can tell that he doesn't have kids, and he only interacts with dogs. Because he was very sweet to my dog, and then when I have a 3-year-old, and he brought out like candy that she can't have.
Right.
And he's like, "Would you like this?"
Gives her a dog biscuit.
And then she's like, "Are you going to make my dog better?" And he started talking to her like it was me. He's like, "Well, we're pretty apprehensive on what's going to happen to him right now. But if everything goes well, you'll probably have your dog back." And I was like, I barely understood what you just said.
I love people that don't know, that you can tell don't have kids.
Yeah.
And people that do are great. Like when Jim on Demand, there's different people that came into my house when we did that kayak thing. There are people that would interact with my kids. And then there are people that are not. Jim, you can tell has kids because he comes right in. He's like, "Dewey, Piper, what's up? High five, handshake. You guys doing well? What game you played?" And then you got other people that didn't have kids and they just didn't know how. They didn't even want to look at them.
Yeah, and I was that way.
Kid. Yeah.
I didn't know how to handle kids until I had them. No, so he's like, "Well, let's check for Lyme's disease because it could be that."
Yeah, but he came in with a limp. That's almost like like a house going.
Broken foot.
It's lupus.
And he put a thermometer in my dog's butt, and my daughter thought that was the funniest thing in the world.
Thank God it wasn't your butt.
She wouldn't shut up about it. Every single person we met, she's like, "The doctor put something in Gus's butt."
Yeah.
And then comes back and he said, "Yup, your dog has Lyme's disease."
What?
Yeah, Lyme's disease affects your
tick?
limbs. Yes, and it takes like
had that like 40 times.
6 to 8 weeks. I was like, he hasn't had a tick.
Wait a minute. So do you have to take? They're on some kind of medicine for 6 to 8 weeks?
No. The tick, once the tick probably bit him 6 to 8 weeks ago. It takes that long for it to do something. And so he has to take half a pill every 12 hours for 30 days. But he said by Saturday or Sunday, your dog will be normal again.
Oh, wow.
Running around doing something.
So how much did that vet bill cost you?
$130.
With medicine and everything?
With medicine and everything. It was $130.
I guess not too bad.
So that's not bad. It's really sad because we put... my dog's the dog that has bad dog owners. So if there's food on the ground, he's on it. He eats that quick. He laid on the ottoman.
And not ate and didn't eat anything.
Me and Vienna were outside playing, came back in, her nuggets were still on the ground. He did not even stand up. So we felt really bad. I felt bad because I said, let's just let this go. Because it's probably just a hurt foot.
That's a guy thing. That's a dad thing.
Well, his foot was swollen too. You could obviously see it was swollen. I was like, because what are they going to do? Put it in a sling?
I would have said it's a sprained dog ankle.
I said, I was like, V probably jumped on him and broke his toe.
Yeah.
And it'll eventually get better. They're not going to put a cast on it. It's a toe. Because there was one thing that you could pinch and he didn't like it. But I'm happy that we took him.
I was going to text you that yesterday. Speaking of a dog story, so I must have got confused. There was this truck that was coming up Tim's driveway. It was a delivery truck or something. Yeah. And I go, well, they're not expecting any deliveries. I got to go see what's going on.
Stupid. Your weird neighborhoods. Because how do you know they're not
because I just know any deliveries? Well, no, it wasn't even deliveries. It was gutters. They were fixing gutters. And I go, Tim doesn't need gutters. And then they stopped up in the driveway and I go, well, what the hell's going on here? So I go and I walk up and I'm trying to see because I feel like they're lost and I was going to help them out or whatever. Yeah. And which is normally not a Jake thing to do.
You are already so far past your age. Like, that's a 75-year-old. Like, my neighbor Mel, who's 88 years, like, he's old. Yeah. He's old. He still doesn't even do stuff like that. And you're just like, I have to investigate.
So my dog runs up with me, and then he jumps over kind of in the bushes. I don't know. And then he comes out yelping. And he's like, and he keeps, and I was like, oh, he got stung. I thought he got stung by a bee, and I keep hearing him yelp and I go, Angie, I think he's getting stung. And then I come back, and she had to take his collar off because I put the shot controller in my pocket and it just kept shocking him.
Poor dog, he was so confused.
Thought he was getting in trouble. God. Anyway, so you said something else. I wanted to piggyback on not the dog story, but there was something else you had going on.
Which one, Menards or Walmart? Because Menards, I went there to go exchange propane tanks.
Yeah, boy, I don't like how you said that.
Which one?
I just like propane.
Propane tanks? Propane tanks?
Kabird? Like, what are you doing?
They're propane tanks.
Now that's better.
Propane tanks.
It's you say it.
Propane.
Yeah, see, it's just more. You're almost excited.
I think you're saying your pee's too much, and that's making Jake uncomfortable.
I went to exchange propane tanks.
I like that.
That one was a little better.
I don't know what it's not completely lost.
But I'm not
now.
on Jake's side about this at all. But I understand why he's getting uncomfortable.
Let me see.
But I'm with Tanner.
Propane tanks. Propane tanks. So I had to switch propane tanks because it was. Now it doesn't even make sense. I don't even know if I said it right. Hey, we should do that. I had an idea for a game where we say a word and we see how long it takes before that word has no meaning. Like bowl,
that's fun.
Bowl. No, it's nothing. It's nothing to me.
Well, keep going for me.
Bowl.
I still have it. Bowl. Jump in.
Bowl.
Oh, it's gone! It's gone!
It just goes away. Your brain is stupid.
Why did it go away?
No. So I was like, I went up because Menards has like this 24-hour exchange your propane tanks.
Oh, and I was son of a bitch, man! It's hurting my brain. Just change it. What's a new word?
Proptang.
Proptangs. Oranges.
Oranges. So they were like
bowl tanks.
Pain tanks.
What?
A couple pain tanks.
What are you doing?
They're my pain tanks.
Say couple
pancakes.
Couple pancakes?
No, couple pancakes. Damn it, none of these words. They're stupid now.
Yeah, but you're pain
tanks.
Yeah, but you're going couple pain. Like you, it's like
tanks.
Can you slow down?
No, I'm saying all the letters in the word. That's why it's making you upset.
Well, Michigan gets rid of peas.
So what letters do you keep?
There's none. So don't say co.
What?
Co. That's for couple.
Couple?
No, get rid of the P's.
Co?
Yeah, that's it. Try not moving your lips as much.
So I got rid of tax.
Now I'm with you.
I can't do this. I felt like I was Hank Hill.
It did sound like that.
And they had the kiosk there, and it was like, step one, put your card in. And I was like, okay. And it did nothing. Okay. I was like, well, I didn't do that right, so I'll use a different card. Because then it said, like, don't use a debit card, use a credit card. And I was like, well, I don't want to talk to people anymore, because I had to go in there twice already, because I was bad at buying things.
Sure.
So I got it, and it still wasn't doing anything. And then a dude was walking. He was probably 16 years old. And I was like, hey, why doesn't this work? And he's like, oh, you got to put your card in. And I was like, yeah, okay. So I did it again. He's like, it didn't do anything. I was like, He's like, well, now what? And I was like, you got the blue vest on. I ask you.
Yeah, when you're 16, though, I know it doesn't matter.
And he's like, I've never done this part before. And I was like, can you radio somebody? to like help me do this because it's $5
Sure.
cheaper there, and I really wanted to do it.
Where is this
there.
at again?
Menards.
Okay.
Menards, you can get propane tanks for
Holy
$15, or you can go to a gas station and get propane tanks for $20
Oh my God.
on the exchange. And I was like,
how
I
do you
need
say
these
how do you say the
tanks.
thing on the planes that get them going?
Propellers?
Oh God, dang it!
What the hell would you call them?
The same
and
thing.
Since when's the last time you saw a plane with propellers?
Stop saying it!
That's a helicopter.
Well, they still have
Can you
propellers in the
hurry
front?
up with this story? Because it's hurting me.
Listen, too much happened to me yesterday.
No,
Have
I
you
wanna
ever
hear
gone-
this.
I
I
went
like
to
this.
I left at that point because
you did. You're
he
just
was
like,
he was
I
like,
can't do
So
your
now
job.
you have no propane?
I have no propane at all.
Crap.
And then I was like, well, do you remember like that place you used to go to? It's probably you're hot now. The place you used to go to where it was like the food is amazing. When anybody talks about burgers, you always
What's it
bring
called?
up this place, and
Okay.
it was Mickey Lou's for me.
Oh, yeah, no,
It's
I
in
never heard that.
Marinette. That's it. That's
Okay,
the only
okay, I
place.
got it.
It's an old diner style. Like they have the push button for jukeboxes. There's no new music on it, and the grill is always on fire.
Sure,
it's
yeah.
not just hot. It's on fire. And I was like, I'm going to get Mickey Lou's. I probably haven't had Mickey Lou's in 10, 15 years. And I remember it being the best burger in the world. I go in there, I get 2 cheeseburgers and chips because they don't have fries or anything, just chips and a chocolate shake. And it is garbage. I don't know why
How long has it been since you've been there?
Like 15 years.
Well, see, when you're unless
That's
you
what
got new
I'm
cook, I mean, it's probably you're a
same
kid.
cook.
Okay.
Same cook. Everything's the same. I mean, I went back in time when I walked in there. They haven't updated a thing.
Same cook.
No, really, it was the same cook. Guy, super tall, basically no skin left.
I'm sorry. Somebody just figured out why you're saying propane wrong because you're not saying it with an O in it. It's propane. You're saying propane.
Propane tanks.
You slowed it down a little bit there,
Propane
but
tanks.
you get really
Propane
excited
tanks.
on propane. So you
Propane
get
tanks. Propane tanks. Propane tanks.
now I don't know what you're saying.
Yeah, see? Propane. So I was getting propane, and I after that, I asked somebody who was there. I was like, "Is this different?" And he's like, "This place has been the same since I'm 6 years old."
Please tell me he's smoking. There's like
you
a
can
really
still
long
smoke in there.
ash.
You can still smoke in Mickey Lou's. You really can.
They're grandfathered in.
So I got disappointed, and all that did was make me think, I wonder what else from my childhood
Is junk.
is garbage. And then I
That's
thought
funny.
about when I got mad when I took my kid to Chuck E. Cheese because I was like, man, this place is small now. It got so small. And then I thought, I was like, you're an idiot. They didn't make the building smaller. You got bigger.
That's the same
And
way when I
everything
went.
sucks now.
Well, I know when I went back to back to my old home, I ran up that hill to go look at the backyard, and I came back down. And I go, I do not remember it being that size. I thought it was much bigger. And then I went over to my neighbor's house, and I was talking to her for a second because I grew up with her, and there was this. We called it the mountain or whatever. We'd sled down, and I went, "Is that the hill?" I go, and I actually said to her, "Did like erosion or rain? Did it make it smaller?" And she goes, "No, it's always been that. I just think you've gotten taller."
Yeah.
And I couldn't believe it.
See, I thought that because we have like Krause's Hill in my area, which was. Did you have that hill that was far too steep, too big, and far too close to the road?
It was called somebody's trail. I forget. Yeah, it was on Alley Street.
Yeah.
And we would cross the road. We would just
Yeah,
zip.
if you were going-
You just zip across and we'd take chances. Like there'd be a guy who'd be like, I don't think there's anything coming.
Yep. Yeah. We had Krause's Hill, and I drove past it because I was like, I bet you that hill's not as dangerous as what I thought it was.
Still dangerous.
And it still is. And they have fences and everything now because some kid had to have got hit by a car or something.
God, what was that name of that? It was her trail because it was like coming from her backyard. And it was really right through the woods. And it literally you went across Alley Street.
Yeah. Like it was like Krause's Hill was probably at almost a 90-degree angle. It's impossible to be 90, but maybe 87 degrees. And then it just immediately went back up into a ditch. Like you could, if you were going fast enough on like a toboggan, you were
Toboggans
going
are so dangerous.
over. Like you got too much speed.
Hey, we got to get out of here. Sydney's telling us.
And then I bought a TV, and the lady yelled at me.
Well, you maybe get that
pretty
here in a
much
little
it.
bit.
my whole
that was
day.
it. That was your whole day.
That was my whole day, man.
So on the way, we do have a J&T D&D. It's kind of like Oregon Trail, but we're going to be having magic and lightning bolts. We're going to be doing that here next. Trying to give away. Are we ready to do that, or we can move it to the last segment?
No, I got it.
All right, $175 gift card to Ewart Pest Control. Hey, don't forget Matthews Tires. They keep you rolling. They're going to help you welcome you to the weekend, and we're going to do that with Journey, most likely, or just whatever. You know what? I think Journey's lost so much meaning now. I mean, not meaning. It's a great song, but I think we could put whatever song we wanted there.
The issue is that we say welcome to the weekend, and we're doing it at 9.
For us,
it is the weekend,
yeah.
But to everybody else,
yeah, I know. It really worked
not.
when we did it at 5 o'clock
at night because everybody. Yeah, that was where that was. That's where it's at.
That's it.
That's where it's at.
All right. I just laugh at this story. It's old, but I want to say it anyway. Hey, it's a Jake and Tanner show. Jake, Tanner, Sydney. We're going to be playing J&T D&D here in a minute. It's like the Oregon Trail, but there's going to be magic spells. Maybe some human elves. Maybe some wizards. Just before this, though, one of my favorite things that has happened to the Kardashians, and I can't stop laughing every time I think about the story. I giggle about it because apparently, what's her mom's name?
Kris Jenner.
Apparently, the bodyguards have no idea even what Kris Jenner looks like because she had to go to the hospital because one tackled her so hard. Go down. I think I got a video here of Kim K explaining. You can hear her on the phone when she gets this news.
It's the best I've seen her look in a long time. Hello?
Hello?
Oh my God, Kim.
What?
You gotta come. Your whole security just tackled mom. And now
Wait, what?
What happened?
Please, call,
Wait,
I don't know,
my
you gotta
security
call.
just-
We just called 911. This is so crazy. Oh my God.
What happened?
Security just tackled my mom? Wait, what's going on? I'm rushing.
Put your seatbelt on.
Ambulance is on their way here now.
I'm rushing home right now, but what happened?
They were in the backyard and mom came down.
Oh, they're
she
numb.
shooted up. I told her to go around and they just tackled her. Mom, I gotta call you back.
Bye.
You want to talk about someone getting fired?
Surveillance right now.
Is it real?
Probably
Oh,
not.
My God.
But
Oh,
someone's losing a job.
Where's the video?
That was the video.
No, I mean, like, where's the video? She said, I'm going to look at the surveillance video right now.
Well, I don't know. It was supposed to be on the Kardashians. That was just a little tease trying to get you to watch it.
Oh!
Something like that.
Oh, I can't believe Kim ordered one of her bodyguards to tackle her mom just for ratings. Because you know that's
Probably.
what happened.
Oh, wait a minute. It was a joke? Someone said it was a joke. See, this is what gets you in trouble when you play news
From
for 5 weeks ago.
Yeah, because
Okay.
people know the answers and
I
we
just
don't
carry
do
these
research.
around like luggage on this clock hour. It's like I could probably get something out of that. Hey, there's a airdrop story I want to tell you about too. I think you're going to get a kick out of this. This is exactly what modern technology was supposed to be used for. There's a guy in Japan. He was driving last week when a van started tailgating him. And the guy said it was freaking him out. And then an airdrop message appeared on his phone. Hey, if you don't have an iPhone, can you explain what airdropping is?
Airdrop is when you click on a photo and it's like, hey, would you like to you could either text it to them, but airdrop just works through proximity, anybody's phone. And if you didn't turn off like your airdrop to where anybody can send it to you, sometimes you can have it where you just appear up to friends, then people can ask to send you things. So like a preview of it will show up on your phone and you'll either say, I don't want it or allow.
So this guy's getting tailgated and it's freaking him out. And the airdrop message came from the driver of the van that was tailgating him.
Yep.
And he looks at it and it was a simple forward quote that said, "Poop, let me pass."
That's
and now
awesome.
the guy knew why the van was tailgating him. He pulled over and let this speed by. That's funny, isn't
That's
it?
awesome.
The guy posted a screenshot, but it's all in Japanese, so you can't really understand it.
Oh, really?
I guess, unless you
How did you know that was the car?
What do you mean?
Like, how did he know that was the car? Like, did he
Well, I
just
guess
send that to
because
like 16 different people who were around him?
Must be.
He had to just send
Yeah.
it to everybody. Just like, you gotta let me pass.
You know what that sound is?
Yes.
It's time to play J&T D&D. If you would like to play, 866-916-0959. We're going to go on a quest, my friends. I will be the lead.
Oh, you'll see. I have a preamble, a story. I am the dungeon master.
Yes, Tanner will be. Let me get some people here really quick. 866-916-0959. Who wants to play this quest? Hi, who's this?
This is Brandon.
Brandon, you want to go on a quest?
Hell yeah.
All right, Brandon, hang on really quick. Stand by. Hello, what is your name?
Kyle on delay.
Kyle on delay. Wow, I haven't heard from you in a while. Kyle on delay, do you want to go on a quest?
You know it.
All right, buddy. Hi, who's this?
Ryan.
Ryan. Man, I like how it's all guys. They're all like dorks.
Well, yeah.
I'm with you guys. Hi, who's this?
Oh, what up? It's Noah.
Noah! Noah, you're going to go on a
Let's
quest
go.
with us. This is
Let's get up front.
J&T D&D. Dungeons and Dragons. Now, Tanner will be playing the Dungeon Master.
Yes.
I'll be the lead of this group as I've been through many dungeons. You guys are in safe hands. What is my character?
You'll see.
All right. So this is how. Where are we beginning then?
Here, let me start. Let me start with how this goes. As you know, the Dungeon Master sets out a quest for you to do. And let this be said already. I've never played D&D.
You are now.
If this is not the format that this is supposed to be done in,
Oh, you're gonna get.
then
Yeah.
quit
We're gonna be
typing already because this is how I'm going to do it.
I'm typing you right now. I'm going to airdrop you pictures in my middle finger.
It was a dark time in the land of Bingcocks. The dark wizard Centaur Perke reigning over the villagers. A group of 4 heroes have sworn to bring peace to this land by any means necessary. We have Brandon, the warrior, but he has ping pong paddles instead of hands. Kyle, a talking pig with a severe peanut allergy.
Wait.
Ryan, an elf with 4 legs but no feet. And the strongest of them all, Noah, a mage with the power to turn almost anything 3 feet tall.
Well, that's such an awful power. Read some more books, Noah. What level are these guys?
Who knows? Is that a thing? They're all level 69.
Oh, wow. Nice. All right.
These 4 heroes will go on a quest to the top of Mount Tatas and battle the wizard Centaur Perke. I wrote this last night, guys. Give me a break.
No, I love it.
It is a long and treacherous trip, and there is only one who knows the top. Bakash, which is Jake backwards. Bakash, the dwarf of Baldington.
Son of a bitch.
Are you ready to set out
What
on
is
your
the name
quest?
of my town?
You're Baldington.
All right, well, I want to let you know dwarves are very strong, so let's go.
Okay. He's a dimwit of his town. He's just the only one who hasn't died. Your quest begins on a stormy night, and the only light lighting your path is the moonlight shining off of Bukash's massive belt buckle. Brandon, try to light a torch. Roll between 5 and 10 to successfully light your fire. Tell me when to stop.
Brandon.
Stop.
You rolled a 19. It worked too well. You light the torch, but in the process, a forest fire happens, taking out 4 homes, 3 cows, and the rest of your food is gone.
Damn it, Brandon!
Bukash wants to take you down a path. He claims it's short like him. But it looks to be very wet like him. Noah, since you're the smartest of the group, roll to see if the path you should take. Tell me when to stop.
Stop.
You rolled a 2. Not good enough to convince him not to take it. You
That's
take
right.
the path that
Nice.
appears to lead to almost nowhere, when suddenly you're confronted by a beast! Stands 7 feet tall, towering over all of you,
my dear
especially Bukash, and with one swift motion, grabs Bukash and tosses him into his mouth, letting out a terrifying war cry. Manager! Bukash, you dead, left behind his collection of very phallic-looking weapons. Yeah, you died, man. You have been eaten by the beast Karan.
Well, my team didn't do anything?
No, they didn't help you, man. It happened so fast.
Thanks a lot, guys.
Roll to see your next move. Tell me when to stop.
Stop.
Oh, you rolled a 6, lunging forward to the beast, but you trip over a stone and knock yourself out.
Idiot.
Karen grabbed Ryan. Oh, Ryan! Noah, quickly roll! Cast the shrinking spell! Tell me when to stop!
Stop now.
Oh! You needed a 13 and you rolled a 15!
Yeah!
The beast, Karen, has shrank down to 3 feet tall. Ryan, release from her grasp.
Lightning bolt! Lightning bolt!
Ryan, roll to try to squash the beast and continue on your quest. Tell me when to stop. You need higher than a 3.
Stop.
No, it's a 1!
No!
Your attack went horribly wrong, and you were picked up by Karen, you picked up Karen by the ankles and tried to smash her against the wall, but before you could do that, she bit down on your neck. Ryan, unfortunately, has been dead. Now, for 4 seconds. With the guy dead and the beast Karen feasting on Ryan, the rest of our heroes are able to recover and move forward on their goal to defeat Centaur Perke.
I'm having so much fun, and I've been dead for a while. Just eating my Doritos and drinking Mountain Dew.
Although your guide spent most of his time trying to get Brandon to bathe with him, he sent you in the right direction.
Who's dead here now?
Ryan and you. That's it.
Bye, Ryan. It was fun. You're the worst at this quest. All right, so that's Brandon, Kyle on delay, and Noah still left. All right.
Centaur Perke is just past the next town. our group has shrank down to only Brandon, Kyle, and Noah. As our heroes walk into the next town, they are confronted by a local shopkeeper. His name is Rogan Kelly, R. Kelly for short. And he said he has something to help them defeat Centaur Perke. Our heroes are interested, knowing that the battle with 3 is most likely unsuccessful, so our heroes accept the offer. R. Kelly says that he has a potion, but he wants something in return. Nothing's free. He wants to spend a night with one of our heroes, Brandon.
Oh no.
Brandon, roll the dice to see if you stay or not. Odds you stay, evens you decline. Tell me when to stop.
Oh, boy. Oh, stop!
Oh no! It's a 13! Brandon spends the night with R. Kelly.
Oh,
When our heroes return in the morning, Brandon is dead! R. Kelly! Had murdered Brandon during a session of lovemaking. Kyle and Noah, you need to defend Brandon's honor. Fight R. Kelly. You both need to roll a 10 or higher. Kyle, tell me when to stop.
stop!
Noah, 17! We're looking good! Noah, tell me when to stop.
All right, stop!
No, it's a 5! Oh, Kelly uses urination! And it only... Don't worry, the damage is only emotional.
It's just mentally. You'll never get past this, though.
Only Kyle and Noah remain on their quest. After days of walking because they walked in a circle, they finally come to the lair of Centaur Perke.
Oh, Lord.
The beast is asleep. Kyle, you're the sneakiest of all of them. Because you're a talking pig. Roll to slice the neck of Centaur Perke.
Oh, my dear God.
Ending it once and for all.
Oh,
You
my
need to get a
God.
5, a 7, or an 8. Tell
Go
me when to
back
stop.
up, Stop!
Oh, it's a 6! That's the worst thing you could have done! Centaur
Oh!
wakes up and is extremely angry and horny. Noah tries to use the spell of shrinkage.
You don't want that thing horny. That's the last thing.
It towers. It's 30 feet tall. Wings that stretch out from here to there. And is too big for only one of you to handle. Noah, try to shrink it. Roll a 12 or higher.
No.
Okay.
Tell me when to stop.
Alright, stop!
No! Oh, you rolled a 12!
Yes!
Oh no, but Centaur Perke is not affected! Centaur Perke grabs both of you and is going to eat one. Quick, shout a number between 1 and 20!
17! 19!
You both said 17.
No, one said 19,
Okay,
right?
okay. I thought they both said
Who
it.
said 17? Noah?
I did, yeah!
The smaller number is dropped and the other is eaten! No! Kyle!
Kyle!
Noah jumps down, grabs a sword from one of the victims. Noah, quick, shout out a number!
15!
15 was the right thing! You jammed the sword into the throat of Centaur Perke, dragging it all the way down to its taint! He's dead! You've done it! You've done it! No!
Stop!
You brought it back! You brought peace to the land of big cocks!
Oh man, I was so invested in that story way too much. Hey, Noah, we're gonna get you things and stuff. We got a $175 gift card because you're amazing at J&T D&D. You are the true hero.
Yep.
Yep, that's
Thank
happening.
you, thank you.
Okay, what was Noah, by the way? He was the warrior.
Yeah, what was his?
I think he might have been the warrior.
No, Noah was the mage.
Oh, yeah.
That his only power was able to shrink
That's
down
right.
his opponent to 3 feet tall.
Let me just say this really quick because I know I have to about Ewert. I think it's in here. It is not.
Here, I'll get it.
All right, you can just say it if you
Oh,
see
this
it.
is a long one.
Go
Please
for
don't
it.
make
Go for
me.
it. Go for it.
Please don't make me. It's
All right.
so long.
Let me see it. It's up to you. Hang on, Noah. Hey, let Ewert Pest Control take care of your fall pest and rodent needs. They're going to inspect and treat the exterior and interior of your home. Fall is a great time to start your services with Ewert Pest Control. $175 one-time service. You're going to get a card for that for Ewert Pest Control. Hang on, you're going to talk to Sydney next. Okay, Noah?
Alrighty.
All right, hang on. That was fun.
It was fun.
I like that. That was probably a pain to
it took
work
a couple
around.
hours.
Yeah.
But I can do it. Maybe not every week. Let's do it in every other week kind of deal.
Let's maybe do some dilemmas that are going to break your brain.
Okay.
Maybe do that next. You are listening to the Jake and Tanner Show. Hey, it's the Jake and Tanner Show. Jake, Tanner, Sydney. Hi. Good morning. Is it raining out?
It is not. I was just out there because I thought I had some beer in the car.
What?
I don't.
Wait, why would you even tell me that? That's stupid.
I said I thought I did.
Yeah, but don't even tell me that.
Why do you think I go out there? I drank it all.
You drank it all right then? You were out there for like 15
yesterday.
Anyway.
No, it's not raining, but it was.
Hey, Reedy, is it raining up by our house or is it kayak weather? We going kayaking while the kids are in school? Come on now, tell me.
Guess what I'm doing today? Guess. You'll never guess.
Kayaking.
Aren't you camping? Or is that next week?
That one. I'm camping.
I know, I got super jealous yesterday. I was telling my wife that.
And... Dude, pull it up. Pull up Annie's. Guess what I get to do this weekend?
But you know what? It makes me feel better.
What?
That it's going to be cold.
Mid-60s, yo. Perfect camping weather.
That is really good camping weather.
Perfect curl
Let me see this. Hey, by the way, do they have a pool here? They have a dartboard?
They have a swimming lake.
I love darts. I
Look
bought
at
my
a
own
map.
That's the biggest dartboard I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's an inflatable one. There
you
has
don't
to
really
be
throw
like a
darts
map.
at that.
Well, no. There's got to be a map of this, right?
Holy cow, your kid's going to have fun at this place.
And click on 2018 activities.
Well, it's 2019.
I know, but they didn't change that. It still says 2018. But
the activity calendar. Third one.
There you go.
Boom.
It says now it's 2019.
So Tanner's going to be going camping this weekend at a place called Annie's.
Annie's Campground. And if you scroll
Do they have
down,
a pub?
Irish pub and grub, yeah. There's scroll down. Boom, scroll up. Right there, the 27th through the 29th. Halloween weekend 3. That means that they've already done 2 other Halloween weekends. I have to get my kid a costume so she can go trick-or-treating this weekend.
Oh my God, how fun. Wait a minute. What is water is off?
Where does that say?
October 15th. Water's off, bathhouse closed, free hot showers and toilets available.
They probably don't let you hook up your water to it because it freezes.
Yep.
It's too cold.
It's starting to get too cold at that time. That's kind of the end of that season. So you won't have water in your camper anymore, but you can go and do that.
Jake, you could go and rent a cabin and visit them.
They do have cabin rentals.
I ain't gonna rent no cat. I mean, if I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do it right.
Scroll down. Let's take a look at this King of the Hill cabin. Look at that.
It's not raining yet. At my neck of the woods.
Yeah, that's a nice cabin.
It is, but I don't want to be that close. I mean, I can't even put a sheet up to separate my children from me.
And you want to get a camper?
Well, I mean, I could put them on one side and I could be on the other. This looks like they're right on top of me in this cabin.
No, they're next to you. But no, there's a ton of stuff. There's a fishing pond and then there's a special swimming pond. So it's like a pool, but it's a pond specifically only for swimming.
Man, there's some campgrounds that actually have pools. I didn't realize this because I'm just starting to look into all this stuff now because we're thinking about getting one.
Door County that's really awesome, and they have water slide. It has a water slide, a kids pool area,
Pretty much
where the
any
water
of the
shoots
Yogi
out.
Bear ones I've heard agree.
Are they around here? The Yogi Bear ones?
Yeah, there's one in Door County.
Yeah,
really?
The one in Door County is
And
really cool.
Apple Creek, that's a good one. My sister likes this one too.
Did they have KOA? That was a big Michigan
What the
thing.
hell is a KOA?
Must be just a Michigan thing. It's campgrounds. They're all over the place.
Oh.
Hey, usually campgrounds for trick-or-treating had Jell-O and pudding shots for the adults. Think about that.
Also, I want to know, do I have to bring candy now? Are they coming to my camper?
I would say bring some just in case.
Yeah.
But
it's Halloween weekend, but I got to bring my kid out. So do I just put a bowl out?
Or just turn your lights off and you'll be that camper?
I'll put a bowl out, I guess.
And then if nobody takes it, then it's just your candy.
And I bought a TV for the camper, and then I said, it's going in my room. So I have a new TV in my room, and I'm putting my room TV in the camper.
Man, I need this hobby. I need a camper so I can start doing things.
You can do so
Here, look at this. I was camping 2 weekends ago, and they had Halloween weekend. They treated the adults better than the kids. I've never gotten drunk trick-or-treating before. Here's the thing.
You don't trick-or-treat like you're supposed to.
In the right place. Like Coatmish and Fredonia, man, that's all we do.
It's so hard.
In my neighborhood, it's just four-wheelers with alcohol.
Yay! That sounds fun.
Yeah, ours.
Trailer behind alcohol.
Ours, it's plastic wagons filled with ice and beer, and every house has a beer for the adults. Shorty Miller Lights is usually what they do. Do you remember when Shorties were a big deal?
Yeah.
The little grenades or whatever?
My wife is talking. She never likes to spend a lot. She never wants to buy things, and she wants to buy a camper. But the ones that she's looking at are like $11,000, right?
And you got to make sure you can pull that, man.
Right.
Campers
I mean,
nice.
We would. I mean, we would definitely do that. I mean, we wouldn't just buy one without that.
Like really looking into it.
Right. We'd really look into it. But then here's my thing. Then I'm the dude in the neighborhood that bought 11. I feel almost embarrassed that I'd buy $11,000 camper when everybody else is getting theirs for like $2,000, and it's like, and it's fine. Like, do I need to spend that much?
No.
I didn't think so.
Not even close, man. Just type in campers. Like I got mine for $1,700, and well, I got mine out of just a killer.
Angie
deal,
wants
though.
a crapper in it.
Never. My rule in my camper.
Just in case of the kids have a bad.
Orange.
My camper has a rule. You can pee in it, but no poops.
Because
I'm the
booms? You don't
one
want
that
any
has
boom booms?
to, unless it's like a real emergency. But if you got to
My
poop,
God, that is
every
perfect.
campground has public bathroom. They're private public. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it has a shower and everything in it for people who bring like camp ups or pop ups that just don't have bathrooms in them.
But my wife won't allow me to go and buy one without her because the whole thing with pontoon. I took her and
Look
like, this
at
is
that
the one. This is the one I was going to get, and it was like it was like $1,000, and she wanted to go look at it, and they had no seats. You had to bring your lawn chairs on it, and I thought that was perfect.
Yeah,
I thought
just
it was
a
a
deck.
beautiful thing, just a deck.
It's a party deck.
That's why
That's
she
what they call
won't
them.
allow it anymore.
That would be really cool for you guys. That $5,000 Jayco one. It's
It's
a little small. Actually, something that big still might be too much for you. Yeah, it is. It's 5,000 pounds.
Look at this one. Consider yourself lucky, Jake. My girlfriend was trying to convince me we should buy a $35,000 camper. A guy I work with spent $65,000 on a camper?
Jake.
That's it. That's what we're buying. That actually has a tap on it. You can hook up a keg.
Yeah. No, this is actually, which one is this?
The one that the sides pop out and like the kitchen is on the side.
Boy, you said that just as bad as he would have.
Yeah, that's probably a good camper for you guys, man.
Wait a minute.
It sucks that you don't have it sucks that you don't have a bigger.
How much does it weigh?
Truck. That one is only 17 feet. Weighs about 3,000 pounds, so you're good there.
It has AC,
heat, AC, and sleeps 4 to 5.
Oh, look at that. Stove's crooked. It has a Moscow Mule cup. I like that.
Now, here's the deal.
This is perfect.
It sucks that your family or that you have your truck.
That's
it
perfect.
Truly does.
Hey, leave my truck out of it. I like it.
Because your family is too big for something like this.
Can you send that? Can you send that to Angie? Why do you say that?
Because Piper is 9. How old is your kid? Is she 10 or 9?
9.
She's 9. So she's coming up on ages where when she goes camping, she's going to want to bring a friend.
Where are the beds at here?
You've got the one big bed. They pop out.
Somebody said I bought a pop-up for $175.
Could not be displayed right now. This guy.
Oh, you can't share it because we're probably not in the...
Oh, no. No, it looks like somebody just bought it.
No. What are you talking about?
Try to send it again.
No, because like if you're not in the same area on Market, does it allow it? I thought it
did allow it.
We can look at stuff from California.
Yeah, you can look at it, but you can't share links sometimes. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm going to buy it today anyway.
If you had a bigger...
Somebody said 17 feet is nowhere near long enough. Ours is 27. It's just about 27 feet.
I have a 29-foot camper.
Does it seem small?
And it has one double bed. Whatever is in between twin and
a full.
And a queen, a full?
Yeah,
twin
and queen.
Twin,
so I have a full
queen, king, California.
California king, I just found out I can't get. I always thought that a California king was better or bigger. California kings are shorter.
They're shorter and
longer. Yeah, so I just figured that out.
Somebody said, I thought Jay got the day off today, so I didn't listen. No, that's next week.
Yeah, next week. The last week in...
Somebody said, Jake, just get a new truck. You may be able to get a deal on a camper and a truck.
I didn't know that.
I didn't either.
I've never heard of anything like that.
Tanner doesn't want me to get a pop-up low.
I don't...
Yeah, they're a lot of work, and you don't like work.
I don't think...
It's better than a tent.
I
don't think you guys would enjoy a full-size pop-up, but now thinking about it...
Hey, listen, I'm going to trade my Corvette for one of these.
Okay.
So we need to find someone in that $5,000 price range.
Why? If you go up to that one that's got the tapper and say, I got a Corvette, you want to trade? It's $3,000. He'll probably do it just because he's going to be saving $1,500 on a vet. There it is.
I do like the tapper. You can hook up a keg.
But here's
so
the
tiny,
issue,
man.
though.
That's tiny.
Yeah, and that's about as much as you can get.
Don't even write that. Don't even write anything. Actually, give him the middle finger. No, what are you talking about? Is that about the size that I can get?
Yeah, because your camper, truck pulls 3,500 pounds.
I'm gonna go look.
This
That was on the internet. I'm gonna go look at that. I'm gonna go.
Is your truck here today?
Yes, I'm gonna go. We'll go right now and go look at the book.
We'll Facebook Live it.
Yeah, we'll Facebook Live it here in just at the Jake and Tanner show.
Yeah.
Do I have anything to say here? We can get into dilemmas next. I know we are going to be playing for $200 take from Jake and Tanner next with a Sydney edition. She always tries to sneak out of these.
What is it?
She wrote me.
You forget that I do them half the time, and then most of the time when you write or not most of the time, it's happened a few times. But when you write the questions, you're just like, okay, Tanner, get out of the room. Then we're all just like, okay, and I'm just over here living my best life, not doing trivia.
I don't even know what that has literally ever happened. You've always done it.
Oh no, it's happened.
I
think when I was sitting over there.
What happened?
You've never sat over there.
No,
there's not even a mic over there.
When I sat in Jake's spot.
I'm confused. What is her argument?
I think she's saying that a lot of the times we forget that she does it on Fridays, and I just do it, and I don't think that's true.
Or Jake is like, I don't want to make trivia.
No, I do, but I've always done it.
Yeah,
but I always forget it's trivia for.
If that was the case, it would be more than $200. I haven't lost in like 6 weeks.
No, because one day I gave away $80. Because there was a Monday that you lost.
$200. Let me look at these questions that I have.
No, because you use the janky trivia websites.
Yeah. I have a feeling you are going to get 2 of these now that I'm looking. 3. 2, 3. I think you're going to get 2. I don't know you very well, but I do know you. I think I know you on trivia. Tanner, I think you will get 4.
Okie dokie.
It is the Jake and Tanner show. We're going to do Take from Jake and Tanner. We're going to do next. We're going to go Facebook Live here in my truck, too, and see how much we can pull. We're going to do that, too. Jake and Tanner Show. Jake, Tanner, Sydney, 866-916-0959. If you want to call, you want to say hi. Hey, by the way, if you're a new listener to the show, call us. We want to say hi. We want to say how long you've been listening. Did you not like us at first? Are you still up in the air about us? Hi, my name is Jake. I'm one of the hosts of the show, and I just found out my Toyota can pull anywhere from 8,000 to 11,000 pounds. So I was way off on the... That seems a lot low, doesn't it? Are we looking at that wrong?
I don't know. It said V6. Who knows anymore?
I just feel like that's a lot.
I don't know.
Anyway, Tanner.
I'm looking up. Hi, my name's Tanner, and I'm going camping today.
Exciting. Sydney?
Hi, my name is Sydney, and I really want Jake to get this one camper that has a tap on it.
I really like that camper, but I just feel bad because I'd be losing money.
No, you wouldn't. You'd be losing more money if you go and buy one from a dealer.
Well, that's true, but oh my God, do I want that truck so bad. That Scout? Yeah, 1964 Scout. Oof. All right, anyway. We're going to be playing. These can't all be new listeners, can they? They got to be just... People are calling it. It's got to be take from Jake and Tanner. Yeah. We're going to be playing that here in just... look at that. That is amazing, that Scout. Momentarily, we're going to play this. Man, do I have a crazy story. Let's do this really quick. By the way, Mini Mix, your Friday Mini Mix is going to be happening here, I believe, the next segment.
Ooh.
Sid, can you go ahead and click on that link in the clock hour that's 8 o'clock, first segment? It says 22-year-old baby. I'm not sure it gets crazier than this one. There is a 45-year-old woman, okay? And find the video if you can. 45-year-old woman named Christine. She lives in Indiana. And back in May of 2010, she and her 43-year-old husband agreed to an emergency adoption.
Okay.
This is going to be the video here, okay? They agreed to this emergency adoption of the 6-year-old girl from the Ukraine named Natalia. Or Natalia, I think. Well, in 2013, Christine and Michael moved to Canada and left her behind in an apartment. The authorities just tracked them down last week and arrested them both for neglect, okay?
Good.
But listen, this isn't what it seems. They say they didn't abandon their 6 or 9-year-old girl. She was probably 9 at that time. They say they figured out that their daughter was actually a 22-year-old dwarf who was posing as a child.
Lies.
Listen. Hold on. We got the story here.
I'm accused of adopting and abandoning a little girl from the Ukraine. Christine Barnett is being charged with neglect after allegedly dumping her daughter in an Indiana apartment, then moving her entire family to Canada. But in her first TV interview, Christine tells us the girl she adopted was no child at all, but a fraud who tried to kill her family.
Here's the mom.
She was hiding knives in our couches. She was talking about she was going to kill family members.
It sounds like a scene straight out of
that's
a horror
movie.
film.
She poisoned people. She put chemicals in the coffee.
In 2010, Christine Barnett and then husband Michael welcomed Natalia into their home in an emergency adoption. She was from Ukraine and had a rare form of dwarfism.
We were told in the medical paperwork that we had that she was 6 years old.
But a few days into the adoption, her suspicions grew.
I was putting her into the bathtub and I noticed that she had full pubic hair.
Christine says there were even more clues of an apparent deception.
And I noticed clothing in her closet that contained at least some remnants of a menstrual cycle.
Natalia's behavior also became very disturbing.
She would stand over people in their sleep. She'd be standing in the middle of the room and she would say, "I'm waiting for the right time."
No.
Natalia was in and out of mental hospitals.
That is,
Then in March 2012, a physician determined Natalia's age inaccurate. An Indiana judge revised Natalia's birth date, changing it from September 4th, 2003 to September 4th, 1989. Making her 22.
Oh my God.
Christine says Natalia also fessed up to lying about her age.
She had her own lease. I co-signed it and I paid for a year.
But police say Natalia
Wait,
was
what?
abandoned and left to fend for herself. Before the accusations, Christine and Michael were considered exceptional parents, raising a math prodigy who had been diagnosed with autism.
Wait, pause.
Christine has been arrested and charged.
So they knew she was
A
and
dwarf.
they
They knew they had a-
co-signed a loan with her or co-signed a lease? Isn't that what she just said?
Well, they didn't know that she was 22. Oh, wait, what are you saying?
Back,
I'm sorry.
She said I co-signed a lease with her.
Because she was 22 years old?
Yeah.
Prodigy who
Go
had
back
been
farther.
diagnosed
Are you
with
saying
autism.
for that apartment they left her in?
But
maybe they co-signed the apartment because they left and moved to Canada.
Go here. Because did they know then?
Well, I think the doctor said she's 22.
Okay, so let's hear this.
Okay.
Again.
Natalia was in and out of mental hospitals. Then, in March 2012, a physician determined Natalia's age inaccurate. An
Okay.
Indiana judge revised Natalia's birth date, changing it from September 4th, 2003 to September 4th, 1989, making her 22. Christine says Natalia also fessed up to lying about her age.
She had her own lease. I co-signed it and I paid for a year.
But police say Natalia was
so
abandoned.
she told her,
left to fend for
and then she got her an apartment and paid for a year of it.
Probably to get her out of the house.
But why not just say something to somebody else? If you found out that Dewey was a 35-year-old man and he just looked like that, you're not just saying, you got me. Let's go get you an apartment.
Well, but apparently that Dewey, if Dewey was this, he was trying to kill me. Like that kid was trying to kill her.
That's another thing. Why are you just saying, "Oh yeah, I'll pay for a year of your apartment, and then I'm just going to move to Canada"?
I don't know. There's so many unanswered questions on this.
Because you call the cops immediately and be like, "No, this person..."
Maybe they did. I don't know. I don't know.
Didn't they say that she was born in 89?
Yeah.
So she's not 22.
Back then, I think this was
This is a
was
pretty old story.
This is. I mean, no, this is a new story, but it's just coming to light now. Yeah. All right, go ahead. Let's keep listening.
Also, 100% that was a dwarf, and you gotta know that, right? Like,
no, they knew. They knew
the whole time.
I think they knew that she had a rare form of dwarfism, thinking she was only 6 years old, though. I think they did know when they adopted her that this was dwarfism, but they thought she was a 6-year-old with dwarfism.
Oh man, there's so much here.
I know. I don't believe any of this. That's why I didn't want to do this story.
Parents raising a math prodigy who had been diagnosed with autism. Now, Christine has been arrested and charged with neglect of a dependent. She was released on bond.
This was, from day one, a mission of love.
Christine's ex-husband Michael also
you're
turned himself
handsome.
into police and was released on a $5,000 bond.
That's her husband?
Yeah.
Back in court.
Whose husband?
Hers.
The
They're
mom's?
divorced now.
Okay. I don't believe anybody in that story. No, I
Wait,
don't
you don't believe that she's 22 years old?
I do believe that.
Okay.
I believe the only person I believe is that one doctor, because I don't think they ever thought she was 6. I think they were trying to scam the world.
Hey, let's pick Sydney's opponent. Hi, who's this?
This is ping pong paddle-handed Brandon.
Brandon! Oh, you just played a game, Brandon.
Yeah, you can't do this.
Sorry, Brandon, I love you. Hi, who's this?
Hi, this is Courtney.
Courtney, you're going to be playing against Sydney today for $200.
Can we get Brandon back?
Big thanks to Prospera Credit Union with LifeStage Personal Guidance. Tanner, you got your piece of paper? You're going to write down some things?
Mine.
Yeah.
Hey, what are you going to do with that $200?
Not my day.
All right, Sydney, get the hell out of here.
Can I have a pen?
Yeah. I did lick this one. All right, Courtney, Sydney's leaving the room. She's not going to be able to hear any of the questions nor the answers. She's going to come back in the room and she's going to get to ask the same ones. Now, if she wins, it'll be back to Tanner on Monday with $220. But if you win, you're getting $200 today. The timer is going to begin when I'm done reading the first question. And do you have any questions before we get going?
I do not.
Remember, if you get stuck, you can pass. And time willing, we'll get back to that question, okay?
All right.
Hold on, I got all kinds of sounds playing. I still got J&T D&D music playing. All right, here we go. Which sea creature has 3 hearts?
Octopus.
Well, you slowed that down too much. Which reptile, according to the song, should you never smile at?
Oh, pass.
Name the actor who died in 1984 and who also starred in the film titled 1984.
Pass.
In women's gymnastic, what is 6 feet by 6 feet long? What is 6 feet by 6 inches long? 6 feet, 6 inches long in women's gymnastics.
Balance beam.
Available in many sizes and styles and able to halt at many train-free stations. What am I?
What?
Available in many sizes and styles and able to halt at many train-free stations. What am I?
Pass.
All right. Which reptile, according to the song, should you never smile at?
An alligator.
Name the actor who died in 1984 and also starred in the film titled 1984.
Pass.
Available in many sizes and styles and able to halt at many train-free stations. What am I?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. That one's tough. Sorry. I'm going to be honest. Sydney! I'm going to be honest. I just grabbed these very quick off a trivia site.
I liked them.
Did you like them?
I did.
Okay. Do you feel like you had the last one?
The last question is stupid.
Do you feel like you have it or no?
I don't know.
It doesn't make sense to me now.
I don't know if you were asking for a person, place, thing, or number.
It is a thing. It is a thing.
I have no idea. Also, I found out that your truck can pull. This is on a camping website.
Sure.
5,000 pounds.
Oh, that's better than 30.
A 5,000 pound camper.
Okay. Sid, how are you?
It was really cold out there.
Yeah.
So I'm very cold.
Courtney, I'm going to put you on hold, okay?
All right.
All right,
So
hang on.
nobody's here.
Yeah, I noticed that too.
I know, man. I really shouldn't be here today.
No.
I got so much that I got to do.
You take right off. Get the hell out of here after
I'm gonna
2 more
have
segments.
to.
Hey, we're going to start this now, Sid.
Okay.
Which sea creature has 3 hearts?
Pass.
Which reptile, according to the song, should you never smile at?
Pass.
Name the actor who died in 1984 and who also starred in the film titled 1984.
Pass.
In women's gymnastic, what is 6 feet 6 inches long?
A pole.
Available in many sizes and styles and able to halt at many train-free stations. What am I? I'm sorry. It's so stupid.
This is a riddle. Can you repeat it?
Yeah, available in many sizes and styles and able to halt at many train-free stations. What am I?
A tram?
All right. Which sea creature has 3 hearts?
An octopus?
Which reptile, according to the song, should you never smile at?
A frog?
Name the actor who died in 1984 and who also starred in the film 1984.
I have nobody that can even come to my head.
Let's go through this.
I don't know if it's right or not, but a frog is not a reptile.
Oh yeah, it's an amphibian.
So I'm gonna just go out on a limb there and say you got that one wrong.
I will say this. I want to apologize to everybody who has been involved in this. I need to take more time on trivia questions because those weren't fun.
Somebody said you read the gymnastics question wrong.
I did?
I didn't notice.
I don't know.
What did I say?
I have no clue.
Oh, let me say it again to you. In women's gymnastics, what is 6 feet 6 inches long?
Oh, that's what you said.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
But did you say it wrong to her?
Okay, let me ask you.
It said to Sid, so it's fine.
Do you want to change your answer? You had poll. I'll give you a chance to change it right now. What in women's gymnastics, what is 6 feet 6 inches long? You can change the answer if you want. Because maybe I did say that wrong. I don't know, and if I did, I apologize.
The second one you didn't for sure, because I was paying attention to that
go
one
ahead.
harder.
Matt.
Matt? All right,
Matt.
changing it to Matt. A dude or like a mat on the ground?
2T Matt.
Okay. All right, Court, you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, here we go. Which sea creature has 3 hearts? You both said octopus. You both are correct.
I also said octopus, Jake.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I'll do that.
That was a guess.
Which reptile, according to the song, should you never smile at? Tanner, what'd you have?
I said alligator.
She said alligator. Sid said frog. It is crocodile.
Dang it!
Crocodile. Hey, name the actor who died in 1984 who also starred in the film titled 1984. You both said pass.
What is the song?
Yeah.
I have no idea. Again, I just ripped these from a trivia website.
Okay, because the only thing I could think of was like Karma Chameleon, but I know every single word to that song, and there's nothing to do with smiling.
Never smile at an alligator.
No, it's not smile at a crocodile. Dang it! Well, that was easy if you just flip it.
Right here. Never smile at a crocodile. What's it? Oh, it's
Oh, it is a song from Peter Pan.
Yeah. that makes sense.
If you would have said Peter
I know.
Pan in that question,
I think that would have been better. Sorry.
I definitely would have got
Somebody
that.
said you said 6 feet. Okay, Jake read the question wrong. It was 6 feet long and 6 inches wide. Something like that. Whatever.
I'm still pretty.
Do you want to
sure
change
it's
your
fine.
Do you want to change your? This is how would you read this question?
I think
in
it's
women's
fine.
gymnastic, what is 6 feet 6 inches long? That's what it literally
That's what
it says. That's what
Yeah.
it says. But I mean, I guess would it make sense if I said the other way?
6 inches.
Would you change your answer if I said 6 feet long, 6 inches wide?
Honestly, I could keep changing it no matter what,
No,
because I have no clue.
but listen. If I said 6 feet long, 6 inches wide,
That means nothing to me. I don't know anything about
would
gymnastics.
you say Matt still?
No, everything is a guess.
She said pole before. Like it's.
Well, let me change it to that now. Do you want 6 feet 6 inches long? What would you say?
That's what
I'll
you said
stick with my
before.
answer. I don't
Okay.
care.
Anyway,
I'm gonna lose anyway.
It
I
was
don't
Richard Burton who died.
Oh, I had James Dean.
But wait, you want to stick to that answer?
We can't change it.
Yeah, all right, well,
if she changes her answer and she gets it right, then we're gonna have
cheating.
to end up giving it to her anyway.
Yeah, you're right. I just feel bad that I read it wrong so many times.
I think you read it. I think you only read it wrong for the first lady.
In women's gymnastics, what is 6 feet 6 inches long? She said balance beam.
I also
That's a
said
good
balance
guess.
beam.
That's correct, and that's why I was asking if I did say it wrong. Sydney, you did get that wrong, but if I would have said 6 feet 6 inches wide, would that have changed anything?
Wide, to me,
6 feet 6 inches wide.
Yeah, but
Is that- what did you say?
But my trivia, I just copied and pasted
Let
this.
me
It
see
says
it.
in women's gymnastics.
In women's gymnastics, what is 6 feet 6 inches long?
I think it's.
That doesn't matter.
I
That
think
doesn't
it's-
matter because do you know how long it is?
No, I think it's 6 feet long and 6 inches wide.
It is, but that question
sure?
didn't. I don't know that. I mean, you'd have to get official.
Look up how long is a balance beam.
Why, should we
That's
throw
all
that
you-
question out?
No.
I wouldn't think so.
I don't think so because if this comes out, how long is a balance beam? It's 5. Oh.
What does it say?
In women's gymnastics competition, they use a wooden beam 5 meters, and I don't think they're 6 inches wide, man.
I don't think
I've
because it
been-
looks like it's 4 inches wide.
Yeah, I've been going to gymnastics with my kid every week, and they've got those beams. I don't think they're 6 inches wide.
Well, it doesn't even look like it's 6. What is the? Here, let me see that really quick.
New question. Google one.
No, I still win.
Because this question says 6 feet long, but wait, how many? It's
6
saying
feet.
it's 16 feet long.
Yeah, if it would have said 16 feet, then that's a
but
whole
I'm completely
different thing.
wrong on all of this. See, it says a balance beam should only be 4 inches wide, but you read the question 6 inches wide. Man, I don't know.
Can balance beams be any size? I think it's dumb luck that she got it right. And me too.
Wow.
Yeah.
No, really, because if it's not that size...
But I mean, she got it right.
Yeah, but she got it right.
All right.
And if Sydney got it right, we wouldn't be throwing the question out. It would just
I
be
only
a thing.
said
Yeah.
Matt because the wide thing makes me think not like long.
Yeah.
Like, because when it's 6 feet long,
It's all right. We'll just.
It doesn't matter.
Hey, available in many sizes and styles, and able to halt at many train-free stations. What am I? She said pass. You said Sydney said tram. What did you say?
I said car.
It's radio. A radio.
wait.
Since when are
Why are-
riddles in here?
Why did you give us
riddles?
a riddle?
I've just copy and paste. I'm so sorry I didn't read them.
You
Wait.
might as well have said, "Ooh, the dove stops at midnight. What's the name of my mother's cat?"
I'm sorry.
Like,
Like,
none
what
of
is
it
it?
makes
I don't
sense.
know. What is that? Like, how does that?
If any question gets thrown out, it's that stupid thing that Jesus is trying to tell me. What's it supposed to say? Hate the gays? I don't understand.
Sizes and styles and able to halt at many train-free stations. I don't know what that means.
Like station, radio station.
Train-free.
Yeah, but usually you think train stations. Let me see it.
It's literally a riddle
It's a
because
riddle.
it's a radio station and a train station. And
Yeah,
what can
there's
you?
a flippin' pun. Available in many
I still think-
sizes and styles. Let me read this the way it was intended. Available in many sizes and styles.
So what do we do? What are we doing? Did she win? Probably. I'm sorry. I
It
really
was two-
played.
it was 2-1. She won.
All right. I'm sorry. Sydney, $200 to Courtney. Big thanks to Prosperity Credit Union with Life Stage Personal Guidance.
With how much controversy came with that, it didn't matter because we were probably going to have to give it to her anyway.
If we would have said no, my listeners would have tore us apart.
It would have been insane.
Boy, I messed this up today.
Yes, you did.
I'm going to blame that on the alcohol I drank this morning. Hey, no, hang on real quick, Court. We're going to get all your information, okay?
Don't give her a nickname.
I love Court. All right, so on the way next, we got a mini mix. We're going to get you pumped up. Friday mini mix next. Oh, it's on WIXX just called someone complaining to Karen. Someone just texted. I said, isn't that your guys' bet? Hell yeah, it is. Oh! I'll tell you, it's flattery.
And we invented it.
We did.
Why are you listening to WIXX?
That's true.
Oh!
What's happening there?
Stuff.
But texting us, where are your loyalties?
You know what? Ban that 6277.
They just had to go in the corner.
It's a Jake and Tanner show. Jake, Tanner, Sydney, JTX happening soon. October 25th.
Near you.
Green Bay, Meyer Theater. Going to have an after party somewhere. I like how everybody thinks they know. They don't know. It's going to be having.
You know.
Also, Tropical Takeover. That's happening with Chris Terry. We did a Facebook Live
2 days ago.
Yeah, 30 minutes of chatting with her about the Tropical Takeover. Is that I told her I was going to put that on the Jake and Tanner Facebook. Can you find that and share it on there? I don't know.
I thought it was on there.
She said it was only on Kiss, and I want to put it on there too because that was fun. You get to see all the pictures, and that when we were there a few months ago for a couple days, and it's an all-inclusive. And I said right, all-inclusive.
Yep.
Yeah, and we're going to go February 3rd through the 8th. It's adult only, and it's an amazing place.
This is what you need to do. You need to also think. I wanted to say something else, but you need to realize, I'm sorry I'm being so demanding. There is a payment plan now. If you didn't get to catch it and you're saying like, I can't do this, I can't just throw this on, I can't take everything out of savings and do this, you can get a payment plan that can allow you to go to Mexico with us without finishing the payment. So it's not like you start today and you got to have it done by the time we get to February. You get 11 or 12 months to pay this off, making it such a more affordable way to do it.
Yeah, and
because
it's,
we asked, because we said, can we get something? Because a lot of our listeners are younger, like Rick and Len. They've got people who are retired and they've got this money saved up and they immediately have it on the ready where they can just go to vacations. Well, we got moms, we got younger families that need this vacation but just don't have that nest egg to just bounce out. So we set up this payment plan.
And if you're thinking about, God, I wish you'd need to pull the trigger because it is a ton of fun to do this.
Yeah.
And you can always get a hold of Chris. It's text TRIP to 71090. Also, we're looking for Jake and Tanner doppelgangers.
Yes.
And I need to know, you can't just take a picture and be like, oh, this guy looks like Tanner and he's from a baseball. No, you need to be able to get a hold of these people.
Yeah,
like
we need to be able to talk to them.
Because we got a thing that we want to do. So if you know somebody that you can get a hold of that looks like one of us, let us know through Facebook or whatever because we want to chat with them. That's true. You guys ready to do a mini mix? This is when we take a bunch of songs you probably forgot about and get you pumped up for the weekend.
I like mini mixes.
You want to start out with this one?
No.
Who sings it?
Uncle Cracker.
That's right.
Yeah.
I'm not a big Uncle Cracker fan,
I'm sorry,
but
I heard this.
It's about drugs.
You don't know how
okay, well,
let me.
Is this guy Kid Rock's old DJ?
Yeah. No, he's like Kid Rock's buddy. Yeah.
All you know is when I'm with you.
This song took over the world for a minute.
It did.
And swim through
It's
your
a
veins
remake,
like
isn't
a
it?
fish in the
Not this one, Drift
sea.
Away by Uncle Cracker was. Maybe this is, but I know Drift Away was.
What is Drift Away?
I don't think this is a remake because it was written by like somebody who also wrote Alice in Wonderland or something.
Okay.
I'm sorry. That's a whole other statement that was just made. It was written by the person who wrote Alice in Wonderland. That's a
Here we go.
old book.
No, like the play. He had something to do with it.
Hinder!
No!
Hinder!
No!
Oh, no, wait, no. All the white moms right now are going nuts.
Train!
I still think that KZ should turn to WTRN. Train all day. If you're not going to do our idea of WXMS and being a Christmas station all year round, then you got to be a train station. You want to win? That's how you do it.
Here we go. Next!
Hinder!
Yes!
This is
I've heard this
right
song in so
before
long.
Jesus.
I'ma be.
Rich baby, what? Check me out.
I've never heard this song.
Yeah, you have.
No, I just know.
Fine, we'll switch it.
Just know the words because they sing.
Remember when we were driving in your car?
Who sings it?
Speed so fast, I felt
The
like
real one or the
Tracy Chapman.
City lights
Yeah.
way
Who's
out
this?
far, and your arms
Justin
are
Bieber.
right
You're
around my
a
shoulder,
pretty big Justin Bieber fan.
I know.
Only when he sings songs that he didn't write, like Love Yourself in this one.
I had a feeling I could be someone.
I hate this version, by the way. That sounds like trash.
I'm walking down this road of mine, this road that I go home. So am I wrong for thinking that we could be
I
something
have one of your songs coming up.
Which one? Which one?
Y'all sing.
Which
Now am I
one?
wrong for trying to reach the things that I can't see? But that's just how I feel.
Nico and Vince, by the way.
Another one of my mom's moms.
Yeah, man. I'm a lot of white moms loving me. today.
I am such a fan of being like white and in this white music. I enjoy it so much.
Jason Mraz. Side note, fun fact, he was dating Jennifer Aniston for a little bit.
Jason Mraz has dated too many people. So is the guy. Who's the guy who dropped the poop in the water?
Have a little dirt on my boots, but I'm taking you uptown tonight.
Wait, who'd you ask about?
Dave Matthews.
Yeah,
Dave Matthews Band dropped the poop in Chicago.
Yeah.
Gonna hit the club, gonna cut her up, burn it up like neon lights. Might have a little dirt on my boots, but we're gonna dance the dust right off them tonight.
All right, how about this one for you, Tanner? I think I put it right here.
I'm gonna pop some cash.
Oh, no, this one wasn't
$20
it.
in my pocket. I'm hunting, looking for a come up. This is fucking awesome.
I'm full speed, got me
This is the one I
looking
put in
at my
for you.
review. I can't go back. Going 155 and I don't know why I'm still alive, but I do what I can.
He woke up in the middle of the night
And
and
wrote
had
this?
this tune in his head.
Really?
And he wrote it down, and then this became their biggest thing. Pop Evil is still one of my favorite bands in the
It's so
world.
good. This song is
They
so
are nothing
good.
like this anymore. And they are. No, I'll play you their new one.
Around your feet.
Oh! Nickelback. I like butt rock.
And I like the way you still say please while you're looking
I love this song.
Didn't they win? Didn't they win
Ugliest band.
ugliest band in the world?
And they accepted it. They're like, all right.
They are so gross.
We'll end it with this one. It's kind of a slow version of a mini mix today, but who sings it? $10.
Time up.
Things get so crazy. Don't rush this, baby.
I need the chorus.
It's coming up.
Don't rush this, baby. I wanna
Matchbox 30. Or Matchbox 20.
Yes! Not $10, Naomi 10.
I love Matchbox 20.
I do too.
They have one of my favorite songs, and it's called She's So Mean. And it's one of the most fun songs to listen to.
Man, you have to play that. I haven't heard
Yeah.
it.
It's
Kinda.
a fun song because he's like in his, I don't know, late 40s.
Sure.
And the girl he's singing about looks like she's in his 20 or in her 20. That one. I love this song so much.
Let me hear it really quick.
Yeah, turn it
over.
up.
Oh, I love this song.
Yes!
Remember when they came out with that one album, and then 80 years later, they were like, we're doing music again.
Yeah.
Are these Sex and Candy too, right? I smell sex.
No,
and...
that's, no, it's not Sex and Candy. That's somebody else.
Is it?
No. I love this song so much.
Marcy Playground?
Marcy's
Yeah.
Playground. Yeah, Sex and Candy.
She's a hardcore candy store. Give me some more.
I used to listen to this when I was listening to IXX while I was mowing lawns.
Yeah.
It would come on every
This
72
seems
minutes.
like an IXX
Yeah.
song. Hey, all right. Hey, Jessica Simpson's in the news. Why?
Yes.
Because she's back to Jessica Simpson again.
I don't know what that means.
Again?
Yes, she lost 100. Well, now I can. Yes, find out next why.
How many? Oh.
Heroin?
It's just as expensive.
I found something for you, Tanner.
Is it a fur coat made out of only sad
You got to get it. It is a white pool table. It's $3,500.
No, I've said this before and I'll say it again. I'll say it till the day I die. If I'm getting a used pool table, it's free because I have to come get it.
Hey, it's Jake and Tanner show. Jake, Tanner, Sydney. Apparently there's a traffic jam on Highway 441 southbound. Let me see if I got to say anything here. No. Can you pull up that picture of Jessica Simpson, Sid?
I thought we just saw her like 6 weeks ago, and she still looked like Jessica Simpson ate Jessica Simpson.
Not anymore, man. She's back to her old self. Hi, who's this?
No, she is not. She is not
This
back
is
to
Erica. I'm
boots.
just wondering if you guys did Jake and Tanner yet.
Yeah, we do it at the beginning of the 8.
Yeah, 8:10 we usually do it.
All right.
I know. Well, that's okay. Last couple days we've been really late with it, but
I know it hurts the last few days.
80% of the time we're doing it at. Look at her. Thank you, Erica. Look at Jessica Simpson.
That's not real.
It is.
No, it's not.
What do you mean it's not real? That's her. Or do you think it's like
From
a wax
when?
figure?
2009? 2009?
Do you remember
that's
her
not her
in,
now.
Do you remember Jessica Simpson in Dukes of Hazzard?
Yeah.
That's when all the guys
I want to see
fell in
what
love
she
with her.
looks like naked. Now,
You
not...
can't. There is.
No, I mean now.
Oh, no. I mean, she's still probably beautiful.
Well, yeah, but I wanted to... This is... What did she do? Is
She lost
surgery?
weight.
Do you think
No,
it's surgery?
She said she threw up.
6
a lot.
months?
That's how she stayed skinny.
She lost 100 pounds in 6 months? Is that a lot? I don't know.
100 pounds in 6 months?
Yeah.
What do you mean, is
She
that a
did it?
lot?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's a lot. Yeah, see right there, I threw up my food.
No, it doesn't say that. I was just readier for a healthy lifestyle.
Oh, same thing.
I love.
And after having her third child... I didn't know that she named her children when she ate them.
You want to know something really funny?
It's a weird thing.
Her and Nick Lachey would always go out to eat at Tony Roma's.
Yeah.
And then she dated Tony Roma after that.
She is such a skank.
And that just makes
See,
me giggle.
I
Tony
love
Roma?
Nick
He
Lachey
has a
so
restaurant.
much. Post Malone sings about him.
Who?
Post Malone.
Yeah, no, he sings with Ozzy.
No, but he sings about Tony Roma's. That monkey.
The guy who makes Roma's pizzas?
Remember he
those
took an
things
ape?
that only give you diarrhea?
Dude, what is the Post Malone song?
Tony Roma or Tony Romo? Tony Romo is a football player.
Malone. What's the Tony?
I don't know. What is it Roma's Pizza?
No,
that's ribs, seafood, and
Does he
steaks.
swear
You
in
can't
this?
get any of them. Probably. You gotta always type clean.
We did the whole thing. He says he eats at Tony Roma's.
Oh, that's yeah, and 2 Chain gave 2 Chainz herpes?
Something like that.
Was it
Speaking of herpes, Frozen 2's coming out.
I am so excited for that film.
The kingdom.
Guess what Elsa has?
The
in this
kingdom
one, bumps.
is not safe.
Freezer burn.
Find who is calling to you.
My wife is so excited for this movie.
I'm going with you.
I think it's gonna suck.
The North Mountain survived a frozen heart and saved you from my
just
ex-boyfriend,
do
so,
for some reason.
you know, I'm coming.
I hope I'm wrong because I'm gonna go see it in theaters.
How did you get in the forest?
The mist parted for us.
Impossible.
Where did you learn magic?
Quick question. Is the whole putting us in mortal danger gonna be a regular thing?
Speaking of movies.
The only reason that I think it's gonna suck is that I think they're gonna focus on Olaf a lot, and he was my least favorite character.
Do you know what's coming out in 2020, March 20th, 2020? Quiet Place 2. John Krasinski just got done.
Quieter Place.
Yeah, I guess. This is what the details are so far. We have a world, this is what John Krasinski says. It's actually the world that's built. It's an idea that the rest of the world is going through the exact same experience. Are there other people that have survived like this? It's an idea of living through this set of circumstances, not again in the same way, obviously, but exploring it. And Cillian Murphy is in it. The guy from Peaky Blinders and the first Batman.
I don't know.
Played Scarecrow in the first Batman.
I didn't watch the first Batman.
There he is. And I really like this guy.
Is
as
that
an
the
actor.
guy that looks like? Yeah, he was also in Red Eye. That's what you should be saying it from. He was in Red Eye.
Yes, he was in Red Eye. Sorry.
He looks like a serial killer.
Yes.
I have zero interest to go see Quiet Place 2. I don't want to go watch a movie of the same thing. I want a continuation.
I'm okay. Well, it is a continuation.
It's not a continuation. We're following a whole new family. I want to see
No. Emily Blunt is in there with her kids, and she's leading the family now. Sorry.
Oh,
she
so
is leading
she's
the
banging
family.
him now?
Probably. He's a mysterious dude that just shows up, and you don't know to trust him or not. And it's
I thought the way you said it was like it's going on everywhere, so we're not going to tell the same story. We're going to see other people's experiences.
Right? No,
screw
they're
that.
in it.
Okay, good.
Also,
now I'm okay with it.
There is a truck. There is a truck stop in Louisiana.
Yeah, there's probably a lot of them. Jake,
that has a petting zoo with a camel. And a group of idiots were harassing it the other day when it got spooked by their dog. Then it pinned a lady against a building, and it sat on her. So how did she fight back?
I think you're mistaken. I think the petting zoo is a gentleman's club.
Nope.
And somebody got pinned down by a camel's toe?
Nope.
Does it say camels?
Nope. And guess how? Yeah, it could be, because guess how she fought back? She bit its junk.
I was shocked because we've had animals for 30 years and never one incident.
I've never had to put the genitals in my mouth
on
for
the camel
defense.
and pushing them, swatting them with the hat. And camels naturally are gonna sit down. Well, when he sat down, she was underneath him. I might feel kind of funny saying this on TV, but she actually bit him in his private area. That's about as nice as I could put it.
Oh, God. Only at a truck stop. I want to go to a truck stop that has a petting zoo. How amazing. You want to hear a sad story?
A camel in Louisiana was sexually assaulted by a hillbilly. Is that this one?
A family from Philadelphia took a road trip to a water park in New Jersey. Man, they got there. It was closed for the season. Could you imagine being that dad? You'd feel like such a failure.
No, there's no excuse for that anymore.
No.
Because there's the internet.
Oh, no. They looked at it was the water park's fault. Because they got I think I got Wally World here.
I was shocked.
No, this is the news. Okay. They closed a week early, but still had promotions running on social media. So they grabbed the kids and just went.
We were shocked first. We pulled into the parking lot and we're excited as we're pulling up, and my jaw dropped immediately because I noticed that the gates aren't open. It's not so much so about the money, but it's more so about the family experience and what we went through during that process emotionally.
You got to be a Jack Pearson, though. You got to be a Jack Pearson on that. Like, you just roll with the punches and you make that new experience the best family experience on the planet. Well, I don't. Yeah. What do you mean?
You go to The Rock.
You just go do other things. Just like that, like Jack Pearson. I'm talking about Jack Pearson on This Is Us. He's the best dad on the planet. Just like when they were going to Thanksgiving and their car.
He's dead.
Well, they went in, the tire blew. Bam! They had to walk to a motel, and now every year the family takes that 3.4 mile walk.
Okay.
The same walk that they had to do, because then they had a great, and it was you haven't seen
But he's dead.
He is.
He's super dead from a crock pot. A crock pot murdered him.
What is
And he went in to save a dog. He's stupid. He cared about that dog more than being a father for his family.
You don't get to say that. You haven't watched it.
I've got enough facts.
There is. Lindsay just sent something that is a crock pot, and it actually has a sticker on there that's Jack, and it says, "Don't forget to turn me off, Jack." And I just love that so much. I want that crock pot or the sticker.
I don't think.
She could probably make you a sticker. She has a Cricut.
Yeah, please, if you can, Lindsay. I would love it.
I don't think.
Can we just talk about This Is Us from now on?
No, because it's a garbage show filled with garbage people.
That is not true.
I don't know. Everybody says really nice things about it, but I have an objection the same way that you have an objection. Like, I enjoy watching comedy because they make me feel good, but you hate laughing.
I don't hate laughing.
So you watch things that make you cry.
I do like
Why
crying.
Why are you crying so much?
That's how I get the sad. I get the saddies out. I get the blues out.
The Good Place,
get the frownies out.
And Superstore premiered last night. Did you watch either of them? Neither did I. I forgot. I'll have to check my DVDs.
Somebody says, I'm sorry, does Jack Pearson not know how to change a tire? The whole system went down, man, in that car. Tie rods, everything. It's a bad accident.
Oh, okay. So this dad was driving in a vehicle that wasn't safe for his family.
And by the way, he ran in for the dog because his daughter was sad.
Yeah, well, he said he decided that this life would be better without me,
but with a
that dog.
No, he didn't want to die, idiots.
You run into a burning building and you think you're not going to probably die?
You're not going to save something if there's something there?
Yeah, you save your kids.
But if you think you can get in there and save them.
Okay, so maybe he might be a good dad and good-hearted, but he's stupid.
Maybe. I haven't got that far. Maybe he's very uneducated. I don't know. He doesn't seem like
he's
it.
a psychopath.
You gotta look in the background. There might be subtle hints. Like, is he trying to put the square peg in the triangle hole the whole time?
When somebody else is on camera, he's back there. I gotta really look at that.
Yeah, you just see him, and then later on, you see a hammer, and he's pounding the circle into the square.
He's eating it like he's eating glue.
He's like, Mandy Moore, I did it! I did it, Mandy!
Oh, man.
Is her name Mandy in there? What's her real name?
Her real name's Mandy Moore.
And then what's her name in the show?
Rebecca.
Why didn't they
Rebecca
just call her
Pearson.
Mandy. I love it when actors just go by their real names in the show, but they just change the last name. Like when Tracy Morgan went as Tracy Jordan in 30 Rock.
I'm not a fan, man. That guy, I dislike that guy so much now.
I don't like him anywhere other than 30 Rock. That entire show, I think, was great. That and Kimmy Schmidt. Man, Tina Fey is a treasure.
Side note, did they want to trade that Corvette for that camper?
Did you ever ask?
You told me not to ask. I started typing and you said,
you gotta
no,
ask
don't
that.
do it.
You just ask it. Because my wife says she thinks it's a pop-up, but it's not.
It's not a pop-up. I know it's not a pop-up.
All right. Hey, we're going to get into a music intensive hour. That's what we're going to do.
It just has pop-up qualities. Like, now... Like, if you were to get a camper that size, you wouldn't get those beds. Like, you wouldn't have as much inside space. So you do have some pop-up qualities, but you get more space.
This song's in my head now, and let's listen to it for Welcome You to the Weekend from Matthews Tires. We can do that right now, can't we?
Yes.
Oh, no, we
what
can't.
Song is it? Is it gonna be big cries?
No.
More cry songs?
Right after the commercials, we'll play We'll Welcome You to the Weekend. It's the Jake and Tanner Show.